Oh yeah, shooting. There was a shooting.
Oh, something did happen today. That
Yeah,
is
that's
right.
what it was.
And like that, we're back with another Unpacked presented by the To Be Fair show. And G's
The
not here,
G,
but the GH
oh,
podcast, the
G
G Axis Media.
Axis, G
Yeah, G
Axis
Axis
Media.
Media.
Shout out to the fam.
Yeah. Shout out to the guys. Yeah. This is one of those home for the holidays ones where a lot of the
Great.
guys there and they in traffic moving or they got family in town. So y'all stuck here with me and Johnny P. This is a duo podcast, 2/3 of the To Be Fair show.
Uh
We
oh.
here.
Uh-oh.
What's going on, Johnny?
Chilling, man. Chilling, man. Getting ready to hit this road for the holidays. So
You hitting the road too? Where
yeah,
you
we
headed?
doing. Oh, just Myrtle Beach. Horry County, South Carolina, the 843.
Okay, Myrtle Beach, Dirty Myrtle.
The Dirty Myrtle. Yeah, I
I
gotta
got
go.
family out there that y'all just doing like a redneck Thanksgiving.
Oh no, well, that's where my dad from. So I got a bunch of family down there. Yeah, and I
Oh,
got
he's from
my
Myrtle Beach. Yeah, okay.
yeah. Well, Conway, not Myrtle Beach, but Conway. Same thing basically. If you ain't been down there, but my godparents live down there too. So we going down there to have a good little Thanksgiving. I ain't been down there in a minute. So
Okay. Well, before we get too deep into it, I guess you said Thanksgiving. We gonna get deep into Thanksgiving, but what's the dish that you looking for?
oh I mean I like Thanksgiving. So like hey, I gotta get good turkey. I mean the turkey of course, but the one that set it off for me personally, I
Okay.
like the greens.
You said who?
The greens, some collard greens, turnip
Okay,
greens.
greens.
I like because I feel like you can, that's it kind of fan. It's country class, it country fancy. So like, I
Hmm.
like the green. Everything else, I feel like it's kind of mac and cheese, cranberry, turkey ham, but them collard greens, it's a
You
lot of
you
different
missing the
ways.
you missing the one that I'm like one of the ones that I gotta have on my plate first time around, guaranteed. Gotta have the yams.
Oh,
Yams,
okay. Yeah, I've
they gotta be on there
that's
every
cool.
time.
Yeah, I ain't. Yeah, I was getting around, to the
The
yams.
yams got to be on there every
I
time.
like. I
That's
gotta get.
that might be my favorite go to. That I don't do the ham, but I do the turkey ham. The turkey ham I'm gonna throw that on there.
Okay.
Um, depending on the turkey, I ain't gotta have turkey on my plate to be
I
happy.
do.
Maybe, like I might get like a small
I do.
size, small little
Got
slice, and it's got to be one of the parts that kind of look a little juicy already. Cause
You don't do turkey, you don't do ham. So what you go with? Just
you
all
talking about like
veggies?
the meat
Yeah,
wise.
pause. But
I
yeah.
can do some, like I already said turkey ham. I'll do turkey ham. Like
Oh,
at my people's spot, like I'll always get the turkey ham. That's for
I,
sure.
I ain't never had. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never had turkey ham.
Yeah.
I ain't
To my
cause
understanding, it tastes like ham,
I'm
but
actually
I don't eat ham, so
interested.
I can't tell you
I'm
if it
actually
doesn't.
interested. But my folks, we big on the pig. We
Yeah.
fine. We fine with the swine.
Yeah. So like I haven't had ham before, so I can't even give you like a real comparison. But to my understanding, I got like how it tastes. I'll get some of like the like I said the side of the turkey that tastes decent. It's a little moist. So I get that
That's
one.
the
I
breast.
ain't
You
really
gotta
a
get
fan
that.
of
You gotta get that
the
little
dry.
fat back. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
I ain't a fan of the dry part. A lot of times my people that do like turkey barbecue as well. That's another like protein that's a staple on
Okay,
the
turkey
plate.
wings is the new shit that be going crazy. Everybody be
Yeah,
like,
you can do the turkey
it's
wings.
some new shit to me, but
Turkey legs. Like I'm a turkey leg guy.
I
We
live
had turkey leg like 2 to 3 times
I love a
uh
turkey
but
leg. Love
yeah.
a turkey leg. Hey, I got one for you though. Y'all do mashed potatoes and gravy or rice and gravy?
If we're doing either one of them, it's usually gonna be mashed potatoes
Huh.
and
I
gravy.
feel
Yeah.
like yeah, that's I think rice and gravy is some low country shit. But like a lot, like my family,
Probably.
we do a lot of we do rice with every meal. Damn it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that because y'all like part Chinese or something?
I mean, like everybody eat rice, bro. Like the Asians, like the
Rice with every meal.
Hispanics,
That's like some Asian
the
shit.
Afri. I mean, it's actually West African if you're being real with
Oh,
it.
is it really? You could, hey, you
Jollof,
could put me on. Like, tell us about
jollof. You ain't know jollof rice or
Yeah, they
like
all got
regular,
their
all the
own
different
different
like
versions of
different.
Jollof.
Yeah, but that's West African. So I mean, like it's not just the Asians. Like
Okay.
everybody like rice
Okay.
globally.
Listen, I know they. I feel like they eat fufu or some shit like that with every meal. I don't know they know that they eat jollof with every meal, but to each his own.
I don't know what they eat with every meal, but I know the Jollof go crazy over there. They got
Yeah,
Jollof wars and shit, so they love their rice too.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. All right. You said you want to say some shit about dressing, right?
Oh, dressing the stuffing, man. I think it's I thought it was a white thing, or a black and white thing, but I think it's just a country thing where I think more country folks consider it dressing, and like
Are you talking about like
southern.
which word you use for it, or is there a difference?
I don't know. I eat dressing. I'm not sure what stuffing is. So like, I'm actually not sure what stuff it is, but I eat
So how you
dressing.
got a strong opinion about something you don't even know about?
Cause I like dressing. Don't give me no goddamn stuffing. I
But
think it
if you
should
ain't
be.
never had it, then what does that even mean?
I had the one time I did have it. It wasn't good. Or people that said it was whatever it was.
Or could
I
it
ain't
have
like
been
it.
bad dressing?
Hey, well, maybe that might have been what it was, but I ain't. They discarded it. You done fucked it up. But I go dress. And I actually saw somebody on Paul Farm on the dog talking about that. Like I think, but she said Southern people, it's blasphemous to call it stuff down south. So
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I probably say stuffing, but maybe my people from up north, so that's the issue with it. All right, so we're gonna hop into more Thanksgiving based things again. Y'all see the topics. Are we finally canceling Thanksgiving this year? Spoiler alert, I think everybody knows no, right? But there is always a yearly conversation that goes around. Should we be celebrating this as black people?
colonizer
Um,
holiday.
is it pagan? Was the black indigenous a part of Plymouth when all this happened? When the pilgrims came? I don't know.
What
Um,
they say, Plymouth Rock landed me or something like that.
we ain't laying on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, but before then, we're gonna have some fun. We got some icebreakers lined up. We're gonna hop into Johnny's meme folder. We're gonna do a little nothing but memes with y'all, just to kind of start it off, get everybody flowing in here. This is a call-in show. So
Tap
this
in.
show we are welcoming all call-ins. The call-in link is already inside the chat. We just here to have some fun for a little bit. Everybody's, like I said, in transit this week when it comes down to Thanksgiving and their availability. So come rock with us. We just here giving y'all some content just because.
Holiday special.
Right, right. The
Oh yeah,
holiday.
hey, and like speaking of the holidays,
Holiday season.
December 20th.
Oh, go ahead.
December 20th. The
Okay.
Tubies. The Tubi
Mhm.
Fair Awards. Y'all stay tuned. We gonna drop it, but we gotta tell y'all. Y'all pull
Mhm.
up. If y'all in the city, pull up on us. We gonna
Yeah.
give y'all the Addy.
Yeah.
And a lot of y'all that be here, y'all nominated. So
Mm.
it's gonna be a lot of nominees up. It's a lot of nominees. Unpack go crazy. But the
Yes,
Tubi
sir.
Fair Show Awards, December 20th. We'd love to see y'all in the building.
Hey, down B, talk to me. Are you going to go eat some turkey
Uh-oh.
though? We got our
Or
first. I don't celebrate.
or pork.
Are you going to go get some turkey? Listen, I understand like how we rationalize it as black folk by saying, "Well, I'm gonna just get up with the family. We ain't celebrating nothing. We getting turkey XYZ." But it is a communion that is based around this whole little scenario. If you completely sitting it out, let me know. You could be. Calling link is right there. Talk to us. But as we sit, we chill and kick it for a little bit. We're gonna start off. Johnny has a few of them, so we'll push play on this first one.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. Go to the other one first. Go to the other one first.
Oh, this one too inflammatory. This
That one first. Now I know start off on a good note.
With Edward Gilliboy, I'm sorry to declare with Inkster Police Department, you did absolutely nothing wrong. The only reason we're stopping you is because we're giving out a $50 gift card.
You scared the crap out of me like that.
Well, you can give it to your mom and share. You know what? Let me get you another one for your mom, okay? Yep.
Giving away $50 gift cards for groceries. Yes! Yes! Yes!
Happy Thanksgiving, man. That's great, man. Hey, you enjoy yourself, man.
I have a whole lot. I've been just trying to get my child to safety.
So we're not writing tickets right now. Right. What we are going to give you is a $50 gift card. It's our grocery store. It's in the city. Okay.
Going around, we're pulling over cars and we're giving them $50 gift cards so that they can buy groceries.
It's a new grocery store, right?
Yeah, holiday. Have a great Thanksgiving holiday, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Mayor, come over, and our chief.
Mayor Byron, no. What's up?
With the mayor, that's fine.
$50 gift card. We got a new
$50 gift card to a store. Nope.
What did I do? Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're just stopping people to give people a $50 gift card for the holidays.
We want to just give a little relief to folks so they can put a smile on their face and help them through the holiday season.
Where was this at?
I don't know what city it is, but shout out to them. I'm gonna think that's a great way to build community trust, to build
Maybe that's Detroit. It looks like.
I think it was somewhere Detroit, Dearborn, somewhere I think it was Michigan. But that's how you build, trust and faith with your community. And I think as police with the narrative that's out there about policing and everything, I think stuff like that is very important. For the community, just so the community don't you don't want to be scared of you police, and you don't want to always think the police out to, wanting the worst for you. That proves that they don't, and it's gonna build a safer, a better, just an overall better community. So I think that's very important. Shout out to that police department. I did see one comment that was kind of funny.
What did it say?
What if somebody tried to run on their ass?
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be the only thing.
Like if you was actually fucked.
But I think shout out to that. I like that. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I guess one thing I'd say is like that I don't know, like that there was a couple things with that I thought was interesting. One being I'm sure you gave a bunch of people mild heart attacks, and like the stress of that moment, I don't even know if it's worth the $50. Well, no, it's definitely my bad. It's definitely worth the 50. It's depending on your situation, but that also ends up being like such a stressful situation where
it should be more.
The beauty does come in that it alleviates directly after. Two, like the black woman that you could see was already kind of going to think she had like the clothes in the front seat. Yep. And like that moment right there, to me, like those one of those ones that kind of like send chills, just because of like, again, we've had like a running conversation about like tags and things like that. This is like one of those exact specific scenario people where you could tell this is somebody that was on their last and they're just literally trying to make it from point A to point B. And the relief from it not being a thing, you could already see her like fuck, not another thing. Man, I'm just trying to get here to here. And then when they said that, like, she probably didn't even know what the next meal was going, generate for a family. And her being able to get that at that moment and that whole little like emotional like moment that she had, one, you could tell it was real. And two, I do think that that's indicative of like, like, right now we are inside a moment of high unemployment. There is high inflation. There is, like growing income equality. And especially if you're living inside like cities like Detroit and like past industrial cities that already are struggling, like, it's tough out there to eat. And yeah, like I said, that's one of those ones that to me, I could just feel it for sure.
Yeah, but I think, every shout out to them. Like, I have seen, like, I think they did do a little more for that woman, and I saw people in the comments, trying to rally around that particular woman. But You absolutely right though. That's yeah. That's one of those ones where like it could have went completely different though. So
Okay.
yeah, shout out to them. And hey, good, little something
Okay,
for the holidays.
my
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Oh,
There we
now
go.
Oh
you're
yeah, hey,
good.
welcome to the
Welcome
stage.
to the stage. We have Q. Look like he got QB up there, so we're gonna call you QB today. QB has joined us. He's not even a caller. He was an invited guest. He pulled up on us. We're gonna
Yes,
talk about some
he done worked the boards.
yeah, he's definitely affiliated with the guys. So yeah,
Blood, sweat, and tears in it, but I appreciate it. I'm glad to be here.
say it again.
I put like a little bit of like blood, sweat, and tears in. But here again, so
He said I put a day's work in. I love it. Yeah, nonetheless, we going through a couple Johnny memes. We're doing a little bit of a nut but memes before we hop into like the main conversation. I'll just push play on the next one
to y'all. Actually,
say it again.
I think I sent one to you guys a couple weeks ago, or like I know I sent something to be fair, honestly.
Okay.
So I don't know if that can like pull up for y'all, but I can contribute. Like I said, I found some good ones.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So Johnny, I'm gonna go.
Do the New York one. Do the New York one.
And to all you New York motherfuckers, hold up, let me turn this tractor off so y'all can hear me. To all you New York motherfuckers, y'all gotta take what y'all voted in. Y'all are not welcome in the South. We don't want y'all. Y'all remember y'all said we was country. Y'all, we was slow. Stay y'all asses up there. We don't need y'all down here. Y'all take what y'all got going on in New York and leave it up there. The Georgia border is closed. Florida closed. South Carolina closed. Alabama closed. Mississippi is closed. Stay y'all ass up there. If by perchance y'all do make it down here, don't come down here with that egotistical shit. Don't come down here with that hey yo son shit. That don't work down here. That do not work down here. We like to fight. We like our gun laws. We strong as hell. Y'all ain't wrestling no goats. Y'all ain't wrestling no cows. Y'all ain't riding horses. Y'all ain't driving tractors. So I know y'all ain't got what it take to whoop our ass down here in the country. So don't come down here with that hey yo son shit. Leave that shit up there if you just so happen to make it down here. And another thing, the South, we the home of the YNs, the rednecks and the real Mexicans. Yes, it's a difference. Y'all ain't got the real Mexicans. We do. We got the Mexicans that's 4'5", 135 pounds, and tote 3 refrigerators on the back of their back. They got 3 refrigerators on their bike. We gonna band together. Y'all might think we don't like each other in the South, but I promise we a whole lot closer than y'all lives in the North. We are gonna whoop y'all ass together. You gonna see YNs, rednecks with Confederate flags, and 3-foot-tall Mexicans whooping your A-son ass. So I'm telling you, this a warning. Stay up there. We don't play that shit in the country. We do not play that shit down here. Leave that A-son shit up there. And to all you...
I don't know.
Like, I think I saw this somewhere when the biggest thing I didn't like when he said, like, this is what y'all voted for. New York has always been more of a Democratic blue state. So I wasn't sure if that was against, like, what's his name? Manzani, like the new mayor, or like what? That's the first thing that threw me off.
I'm guessing that maybe that's what he's talking about. Like, to me, it was just, I don't know. I guess you love this one, Johnny. It wasn't a lot.
I don't know, because I got some New York.
Like, so I guess should we unpack like multiple parts of this?
I don't think it's that deep. I just think it's a lot of niggas from New York that be down here talking cash shit about the way shit go on down here, and
but I do agree. Like
really
New York, people need to stay
invite
up
them down here. Y'all can stay there. And I feel like this. I know several New York niggas that they be talking. They can move here and they talk shit to us about like our home.
So
I feel like this is a bad meme to represent that simple point, because he like the Mom Donnie shit. The only people that he'd be talking about that would be moving down here will be the ultra rich. These ultra rich people aren't going to be fucking with him. Like the people that are leaving, fleeing New York are people that are going to get hit with the 1% tax. And these aren't any of those people. Everybody else, if you're somebody that we're going to bump shoulders with, likely
because he said
you're going to benefit.
That's not really. He said a son. That speaks to a different.
Again, if like he said, you voted for that shit.
Yeah, that's what threw me off. Like,
Mobnani, which would mean like the whole little quote unquote socialism, Democrat socialist thing, which is about giving more back to like people that would be the A son people. In comparison, the people that are fleeing New York are supposed to be the rich people.
I don't think he was. I think him saying y'all voted for this was a bad thing. But
That's part one that I thought just didn't make any sense to me. Because of the people that are moving down here, you're not even going to brush shoulders with.
yeah, exactly. It's like normal people.
I thought it was funny, so maybe I should have.
And then I guess like I don't think that there's like a unity between YNs and rednecks and Mexicans. That like even I don't know.
You do see that more in the South than you'll give it credit for, though. I think that's a fact.
I don't like in comparison to where.
Up north,
I think up north you got like Dykeman is like a Hispanic space that mad black guys go to fuck Hispanic bitches. You got Jamaica Queens. You have Chinatown. You have all these places that mix and exist inside New York. Like New York is literally like a big ass melting pot. I don't understand why we would say the South, which is hyper segregated. Like the YNs and rednecks don't like hang out and fuck with each other. And the Hispanics, they got their own little side of town and shit like that.
They do in the country.
Sometimes the blacks
they do in the country more so than the inner city. You see that?
I think he was trying to say like our groups down here are tougher than what you realize. I think that's what he was trying to say.
And I agree with that part too. Like that is to me like that's the one good point that I think he made, which was
I think it was supposed to be more funny than serious, but like okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
But I will.
I apologize. My bad.
I don't know, like, not to put my career out there, I've told a lot of people when I get a customer from New York, it's always a mess. So I kind of get it. I really truly do. So,
like New York guys come with an ego, and that's why I said I feel like Johnny, this was a bad meme to express your F New Yorkers sentiment because he made like bullet points, in my opinion, that didn't really make as much sense and align with that specific point. But if it's just the F New York sentiment, don't come down here acting like you run the shit. Like that's his own thing. And I can agree with a space of like a New York elitism that comes with anybody that moves from New York for a little bit.
Like
we moved from New Jersey. Listen, I felt special being from New Jersey. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, that's why I felt comfortable playing it because y'all jerks. You know, we wasn't talking about y'all. We fuck with y'all, but like it's just specifically, you know. But I thought it was funny. I felt that same, and like you say, there is no elitism when a lot of them move down here, to where it makes you want to be like, y'all can go back. But that's all. It was just supposed to be funny. My bad. You know, my bad. But and I agree with the voting shit too, though. I feel like that was he misspoke when he said voting. You know, that's what y'all voted for. That kind of
okay. All right, so we're gonna get back to Thanksgiving in a second. But right now we're running down a couple memes. Johnny threw some in there, so we're gonna hit this one right here.
I'm here to discuss my time zone bias.
All right, Johnny, why that's a wild one. Why my nigga was talking with his whole pause tongue.
Well, go to the one on the right. Quinn will like this one.
This one,
I feel what he's saying though. Yeah,
it blows my mind that more people don't realize that today was one of the most groundbreaking days for space in history. Scientists have just said that they are 99.7% sure that there is life on this planet that's only 124 light years away. What's even crazier is how they figured this out. Scientists were able to use the James Webb Space Telescope to analyze the light coming off of K2-18b's atmosphere, and it was missing one important part of the light. This unique part of the light that's missing indicates to scientists with 99.7% confidence that there is a gas on the planet called DMS that on Earth only exists as a result of life and is produced in massive amounts by phytoplankton in the ocean. And this planet is basically an ocean planet, which makes me wonder what other life is lurking in the oceans of K2-18b. It blows.
Okay. All right. Johnny, lead the conversation.
Oh no, I think that's fire as hell, and it's crazy that like the people aren't talking about that. But I went to space camp back in the day, so I'm a nerd. But they made us read a book called Possibility One. That means like 100%, and they basically just say it like based on how vast and like infinite like the universe is, that the conditions that created life here have to exist other places. We just haven't been able to find them, and this just speaks to that. But that's 124 light years away, Quinn. That's not on Earth. So like before you go crazy, that's extraterrestrial.
Let me know when I can chime in. We good?
You got it.
Ready?
You got it.
Okay. So John, also shout out Tone. If you're watching, you know what I'm saying? I know me and Tone kind of got like
I
some
wanted
similar
to play
thoughts.
this one for him too. I damn it.
But John, this is what I told you, that like it's been evidence of like, you know, the UFOs versus, you know, UAVs and stuff like that. You got technical. I saw my first spaceship here in like the summer. But I told you they come from the oceans. I've been told you that and why they come here. So like this isn't a surprise. You know what I'm saying? Like there's life on Mars, you know, with bacteria, stuff like that. Like this is a huge possibility because like the universe is that vast. That's what I've been told you. So they've always been here. That's the biggest thing about this. You know what I'm saying?
But
So
see,
I'm not.
Quinn, they're not talking about life here. We know life here. Like life here isn't alien. It's life from here. But what this really speaking to is like the fact that they can almost guarantee for sure that there's life on another planet somewhere out there that's
Yeah,
not
no,
here.
that's
Now,
what
whether
comes
we'll ever
from.
interact with that life is 124 light years away. That's super far.
Yeah,
But like the fact,
that was the interesting part when he said only 124. But
in,
I think that if
in
you
the
have an
concept of
understanding,
space, it's kind of close though.
Okay, but like with how
but
spaceships
maybe
work,
not. Well, yeah, like
they
if space is
technology. That's
then yes, it is fairly close. But I do think that if you have an understanding how vast space is, I think that like the better part to do is hedge your bet that there is life out there
of
instead of
course.
saying that there's no other life, because there's so many different versions of different solar systems that emits that emits hundreds of, well, I mean, it's like billions of different planets. And I'm sure that whether it's intelligent life or some version of simplified life, there has to be life there. The biggest
Of
question
course.
that we're looking to encounter or understand, in my opinion, is if it's intelligent life that can reach and communicate back with us, in which I don't know if they're like we've seen that. I imagine somewhere there is some version of intelligent life. I don't know if like it's close enough for it to even matter right now, but yeah.
But I think it's still important though. Like we all like you can hedge your bets on something not being there, but like this is almost like proof of said thing. And then like that's the next like I feel like believing something's out there is cool, but then actually seeing the proof, okay. And then like the you keep on moving down. But I think it is important that like we kind of like knew this thing happened, but this is like the first time we can be like, oh, here's like an example of it basically being factual.
They have to come from
Got you.
somewhere.
All
So
right. Go ahead, Q.
I'm sorry, the last thing with aliens and stuff like that is they have the technology to get here. That's a whole nother conversation. But like if you look at like a lot of like hieroglyphics on pyramids around the world when those cultures didn't know about other cultures, there's always some type of alien figure giving some type of, they give like the same little triangle bag, and that's on different pyramids around the world. So of course there's life out there, and they kind of see us as like an ant farm. Like, hey, let's grow them up, let's make them to a higher society, and like that's why they keep coming from here. So yes, that's proof that there's life out there, and like, of
That's
course,
not
that's
proof
why they.
that it's been here though.
Well,
It's not proof that it's been here though.
all right. Listen, but fellas,
That's not.
fellas,
It's not. It's not.
listen,
It's
listen,
not.
fellas.
It's not.
I enjoy
It's not
these
proof
conversations.
that it's
I don't
been
know
here.
if this is necessarily the episode to get there, but I do like the ant form theory. It reminds me of a episode of Outer Limits. I think that was the name of it. I used to watch that with my pops back in the day. It was an old sci-fi show that just went with a bunch of different alternate realities of different things that could be. And like that ant farm thing, like they did it with like the show was like it did a microcosm of like what do you call it when some shit's inside like a glass like
It's a study or
house?
experiment.
Yeah, but nonetheless, it was like an experiment.
Like a petri dish.
There you go. Like they kind of did it almost like petri dish, but nonetheless, I do like the ant farm theory. It's something that we'll find our way into that conversation. But welcome to the show. We got Old Man has tapped in early. So Old Man, do you have anything to contribute to the life outside of America? Not America, outside of Earth conversation. If not, we'll keep it moving.
Yeah, real quick. Scientists don't know shit. They couldn't even get us to the moon. So that's about it.
Well, that's another argument for another day.
Glad to know that, old man. Glad to know that.
But that was going to be my rebuttal. That I think that your opinion has its own bias based on like your affinity for science, in which like we've had enough conversations where we have a lot of people that reject what we deem as sufficient science. So it is cool for us, or not. I don't want to use the word us, but like for people that believe in the scientific method and what that means. I don't know if it's sufficient evidence for all people. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think
when you say like it's not enough evidence for all people, like, do you think it's the fact
niggas
like,
think 2 + 2 = 5?
Like, friend of them.
My bad. Say it again. Johnny was speaking when you was talking.
Oh, sorry. So when you say like it's not enough sufficient evidence for all people, like for lack of a better word, there's a lot of ignorant people out there. But how many of those people also didn't like research or find information or actually like really dive into like what aliens are and like why they're here, what like the government knows about them?
Wait, what aliens we talking about? We talking about
If I
extraterrestrials?
get the war thing, like I told Johnny 1 or 2 years ago, NASA had a meeting. They told a bunch of religious leaders like, oh, y'all need to prepare y'all's congregation to talk about aliens and how you break it down to them. Like they did this like 1 or 2 years ago. So like, so this is a real
remember. I
thing.
feel like maybe somebody brought this meme up. I do remember that conversation. There's been like a bunch of like murmurs about it. So to answer your question, I think that like being a believer inside, like I said, like science and the scientific method inside the way that you believe it is like it's sufficient for that group of people. But again, there is, whether you want to like use the words like ignorant or people that just don't believe in it, there is also another group of people that go against that. And that's not like the smallest group of people. I think that there's enough people inside that faction to where they are looking for more so like literal, physical, real proof that they can touch and is tangible. And I think that that's okay, in my opinion. Like it's not for me to like specifically judge. And I understand that you drive yourself crazy trying to change people's minds based on if they're theoretical or tangible.
My take on it is
I can agree with that, Q. All I'm going to say is when I saw my first spaceship and how it moved, told John first and like 7 other people, and they didn't want to believe me. So I get it. Like I would wait 36 years to see my first spaceship.
That's because you had a tangible experience with it in comparison to like with Johnny. He probably just think it's theoretical.
I get that, but I've always believed in them too. So
my take on it is that
it was a UFO though. It was
my take on it is that the perspective. So like scientists present themselves as like they know it, like fact.
But yeah,
if they presented themselves more like as
they're gonna make us a better society. That's all.
Quinn, can you can't hear old man?
I can't hear him.
Oh, all right. So do me a favor, Quinn. Leave out and come right back in, and then you'll be able to hear the call-ins.
Yeah. I figured he couldn't hear me.
All right, we listen to old man.
Yeah. So my take is, it's how they present themselves is like what they're saying is factual when it's all just theoretical. So like if they presented themselves like doctors where they're like, I'm practicing medicine, if they said something like I'm practicing science, that would make more sense. But like when they just say something's factual, it's like
but old man, they said it was 99%. So they did leave room for it not to be true.
Yeah, they always do that.
But that's what you want though.
How they know 99% is 99%?
So what if they said it was 72%? Would that be okay with you?
It would just be another lie. It's like they just make it.
So what percentage would make you feel cool? Like they know.
I don't think that his thing is about the percentage as much as the fact that it's almost innate that it could be wrong. That's why they leave that percentage out. And so like if it's wrong, it's 100% wrong. So it's not even about like whatever the percentage is.
But I don't think the chances, like we're talking about 50, like right or wrong is 50-50. They're looking at this and like saying the probability isn't 50-50 of this thing. So I mean, this is even a scientific process to get to that, and for y'all to be like, nah, But I get it. But that's why they say 99% because they know that like it could be that 1% where it's wrong. But it's like we've studied this thing, and
Right, but to be fair, when you look at like the history of science is an evolving science with the more no pun intended, but with the more information given, the more we change our perspective on what we understand. And there's been so many different times that what was deemed a scientific fact has been overturned through the process of more information coming out. Like we see this in the medical field, we see this inside how we look at geography, how we look at like pretty much anything. Sometimes even units of measurements have to get adjustment.
I think there's been times where science has been wrong, but we're talking about the overwhelming time it's been right.
Hey, I'm a pro-science guy, but
there's been a few cases where it's been wrong, but you acting like science isn't right most of the time.
Well, I'm more of a pro-science guy, but my understanding of people that have like a more contrarian view is the fact that there has been multiple times that we have said these things are facts, and it's like even like you got enough moon landing people that they attempt to point out a bunch of different things that didn't work with the moon landing or isn't true or they feel they haven't been proven. But even more than that, like I said, the evolution of science has proven itself wrong over time, over and over and over and over again, to where to question it, I think that in itself is a part of the scientific process. So for there not to be people to question science, I feel like, to me, it doesn't make sense. And that's why, to me, it's almost like an accepted part that you have to have contrarians to science. So the scientific method can be proven.
I feel you, but like,
because if you don't question science, it becomes a theology, really, more than anything.
I mean, I ain't gonna keep on like a happy Thanksgiving, you guys.
Hey, QB, can you hear me now?
It's like you and John are like really low for me. I don't know why y'all two. Q's fine.
Well, Q kind of, I feel like he's loud, but
am I loud for real?
Yeah, you always loud.
I think you're perfect.
Man, he kind of loud in my.
Yeah. Okay, so
I got headphones
on.
You're
just getting our audio low. You're just getting the audio.
Oh, my bad. Hold on, keep talking, old man. See if that's better.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1
2. Is he louder?
Hello.
He's a little bit louder.
Yo. What about me? Yo. You can hear me?
I can hear you. You're softer.
All right. What about now? Is everybody good now?
Well, as long as he can hear us, he couldn't hear me before.
Yeah, we working. All right, let's see. Johnny, do we have one more? If not, we can start segment. Oh, all right. Matter of fact,
hey, you can play the one. You can play the one right beside it. That's hilarious.
All right, Johnny.
Subjectively, I think I don't know. Y'all ain't like the last one I played, so we'll see.
Don't have a just walk into a fucking place and have fucking nothing to pay. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? I'm retarded. You are fucking retarded. I'm sorry. It's hard enough out here as it is. I understand. And then you fucking make it worse. Give me something worth 20 fucking bucks. All right, well, give me your fucking phone. There you go. Thanks, buddy. Thanks for understanding. Fuck you. You didn't ask me to understand. You walked out. If you'd have asked me for a handout, then it's fucking different. I don't ask for handouts. Right. You just take shit. That's why I got your phone. There you go. Are we even? Yeah. Do I owe you any money? Have a nice day. And fuck Baltimore. Because I'm a Cowboy fan, motherfucker. Roger Staubach, bitch. You wish Ray Lewis can suck my dick.
Long as Lamar ain't sucking it, we are.
Dang, how many quarterbacks did he skip? Damn.
Hey, that took a crazy turn.
Ray Lewis got the meanest trade, bro. That motherfucker ain't do shit.
Hey, he gave him his phone?
Yeah, it looked like he gave him his phone.
So he can come back for a couple more meals then.
Jesus, yeah. His
shit.
phone?
Hey, but did y'all see? Bro had his trial. He had dropped trial in the beginning of it.
He had dropped what?
Bro, he had his pants down in the beginning of it. Bro, I guess y'all didn't see that.
No.
Nah, we wasn't watching that close.
I didn't realize it
didn't.
until I looked at the comments, but then I looked the second time. He definitely like that's wild. To imagine getting caught walking out and you drop your drawers like here I ain't got nothing. Like, that's some insane shit.
But if he knew he didn't have no money, why did he go? Or like, could he have asked somebody to cash out him or something like that? You know what I'm saying? That's trifling.
Hey, to me, what I enjoyed about that is that if somebody would have told this story, the assumption for most of America would have been that this would have been some black people. This was a classic old white feud.
That's why I played it.
This was like a non-usual quote unquote suspect, but which probably ends up being the real usual suspect when it comes to these things. And I'm happy that it was, like you could tell by Shorty hair. That was a black woman. She caught it. She was chilling, had a little phone, and you got to see like one of them great we call them shark fights with the great whites.
You can also tell Buddy.
Hey, they the original. Hey, they foundational white Americans right there. That's foundationals right there.
FWA. But here's one thing. You can also tell Buddy used to getting away with it.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
He used to, cause like the way you acting is like, like you expected, like you almost expected him not to come out and check your ass, and like you stealing from him, like you're the thief.
He said,
imagine being a thief and getting offended.
I like it.
Like,
but once he said I'm good, and fuck Baltimore, I'm a Cowboy. That was wild.
Yeah, they don't play in Baltimore. I think everyone's seen The Wire. They do not play in Baltimore. They don't.
He ain't say Tony Romo, Dak Prescott. That nigga said Roger Staubach. He old as shit.
So Ray Lewis, cause sheesh.
He wouldn't say that to Ray Lewis, though. He wouldn't say it to him. I guarantee you that. On the field or in the elevator, he wouldn't say it to him.
Nah.
Hey, them Cowboys gonna take it tomorrow anyway. Though I can't wait to get my turkey and watch them boys lose. So like, just for
all
that.
right, fellas. We're gonna take this is a bit of a turn for the normal content. Again, we about to get there. This might be our last. What are these? Nothing but memes. We're ice breaking it right now. But my old lady, she was scrolling and she sent me this. Or matter of fact, no, actually, I guess Summer Walker just dropped an album, right? And I didn't know that she dropped the album. What I said was that Summer Walker's last 2 albums was fire. I don't know if this one's fire or not, but like she gets she has just such a weird like aesthetic that I never would think her music sounds the way that it sounds, right? And then I found out that she had recently been in the news and she made a really interesting claim. And I don't know, I'll let her get y'all take on this. What does this claim right here mean? Let me share this just so y'all can see it.
I'm sending you this right now because I'm 50, and they say when you're 50, your true self and your true feelings come out. Because I don't know, I don't want to wait till tomorrow and I don't say it.
My bad. Stick around. Here you go. Let's see if this
want to be the side. That's what I was saying. Like, I just want to be the side. I just want to be the side. That's what I was saying. Like, I just want to be the side and I just want you to chill. I don't like him enough to lay up next to him every day. I don't even know how you do it. I'm not going to start talking about him. You know, I'm not going to start talking about him, but you know the things about him. Girl, I don't know how you do it. I was just trying to play my little position. He clearly won't stop, and you know he's obsessive. You can like say that you're going to leave him alone and he will just call you back to back to back. Get to call your friends, get to call your manager, get to call your assistant, get to sending stuff. It's like free money. Why would you just
free money?
Every now and then you just give in. You be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let that nigga do it. Let that nigga take me somewhere. And you know what? I'm actually really glad you did this. Because I was this close. I said, damn, I really want to push and I really want a condo in Miami. But I really kept thinking about it. I was like, I don't know, because you act nuts. And this is what I needed to see. I was never going to get peace in my condo. You were going to tear.
Oh damn, it went.
Oh, that's
I don't
facts.
know. I guess she didn't send the rest of it. Let me make sure she ain't send the rest of it.
Oh, he was going. Oh yeah, he was going to terrorize
but
that
nonetheless,
condo.
Stay there.
He
Like,
was
that's terrible.
she ends up saying that she just wants to be a side chick. Now you could be the main.
She doesn't.
She just want to be the side chick.
She doesn't. She doesn't. Because like for you to even come out in public and say that when someone's married, like
so
y'all
Rich
just
Kid is married.
I think Shorty said something to her first though. I think that's why she responded.
okay, if she did, and like I said, I wasn't aware of that, but I saw the video. Like, don't do that to that man, and like they're already married or whatever, and like just say you want to be a side. There's so many other people you can have. You purposely wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? For like the attention or the power. I don't believe in that. She's lying.
Nah, I think Rich just like he got caught. I think he sometimes rich niggas be like they get caught up in like you can have it as a side. But I think he just clearly, but he was doing too much and like his girl found out, and I think that's the issue.
But all right, so is Rich the Kid Summer Walker's baby mama?
I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
so
know.
she just
But like I think he's with the Tory chick, the Tory Bricks chick.
I don't know her.
Oh, she bad.
But like, did he? But he just got married. Yes, didn't he? I think that's the synopsis. Did he just get married to her?
I think it was two Tory Bricks. I'm not sure, but I know Tory Bricks and him they was together.
Bro, I remember her from Woman Crush Wednesday, way back in 831. But
yeah, she bad, bro. Been bad, but like I think they was together, and I think Summer Walker is responding to her, calling her out for trying to talk to her man, and she's like, "Nah, I just wanted to be the side, but your man is the one that's."
But to say you want to be someone's side and like that's a whole husband, it's like, bro, just move on. You can have anybody out here. And then to say like, I don't know how you put up with him. You don't like him anyway. That doesn't make sense.
But what she's saying is,
I would also say, isn't there probably like an issue with Rich the Kid saying that he's going to buy? Which I guess this is interesting to me because I
don't think he said he was going to buy the hot condo, but she was like,
well, she said that he was offering a condo, and that she would feel away like she happy that she didn't accept because she wouldn't have peace in that condo. And I think she said what some kind of a like fancy car or something. Like
I thought she said
isn't the issue that
I thought she was gonna ask for a condo.
We can listen back, but I don't think that's what she was saying. Like she was speaking to how he tricks. She said that he sends gifts, he sends money, he hits your manager up, he does XYZ. And sometimes you give in, and she was about to accept the condo and the whatever he was offering her. There's no issue with this guy tricking that hard.
And that shit must be some fire though. God dog, boy. I'm just saying.
All right, old man, give us like a more adult perspective on this.
I don't know who these people are, so that's how adult I am. So that's all.
That makes sense. So what do you think that this proclamation of her saying, "I just want to be the side chick, like I don't want to deal with him day to day. You know everything about him. I'm cool with that." Is that more of an indictment on her or a societal indictment in general?
Or Rich the Kid?
I just believe her. I mean, some girls just want to be the side chick so they can be the side chick for multiple dudes.
Mm-hmm.
I think this speaks to Rich the Kid, though. I think she's like, I want to be a side chick to him because I don't want to marry him, but he's spending money. So, like, why wouldn't I go get money?
Okay.
But I think I
guess like the question is, but this is the part that didn't make sense to me. I thought that Summer Walker would have more money than Rich the Kid. Summer Walker has way more commercial success. Maybe Rich the Kid has like some back end deals or something like that. But she's way more of a successful artist. And so I don't know. I guess like it's just so interesting if he is tricking on Summer Walker and saying he's gonna buy her condos and shit like that. That the person with less, I don't know. It's just a weird trick.
But I mean, I agree with like what old man's saying. Like she wants to be the side piece so she can have other side dudes. She can find successful side dudes at her level to pay for the condo. That's what I'm saying. That can't be the point. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think that many dudes buying condos like that though. Like it'd be like
at her level and the people she knows.
Condo?
But in her level, she's Summer Walker. She's gonna hang out with the elite people.
Well, no, I agree with that. I think that
condos is crazy.
She's not.
A condo in Miami is crazy though. That's probably like what
No, trust me, I know.
500,000.
But
That's a lot.
you don't think that like Summer Walker, especially with the name that she has, right now we're seeing Glorilla with what is it, Brandon Ingram? He can buy a condo in Miami. All you got to do is get with a mid-level basketball player. They can buy a condo in Miami.
Exactly.
You gotta do like a starter. Bench player make like 10 to 15 a minute. 15 a year.
I get it for NBA, but like I
You
don't
can,
think
like,
Rich the Kid
but
got
the thing
that.
is that like you can be a like she's maybe
He's a
like when you
celebrity.
think of like R&B singers right now, she's maybe like one of 5 people that you're gonna name. There's a mid-level NFL and or NBA player that's going to
let's
take
just
that
call it
place.
what it is. She tricking. It's no different than any girl on the street. She got multiple tricks, and she just wants to keep him on the Rolodex. That's all.
Well, Rich is technically the one tricking, but like she doing the.
You understand what he's saying, John?
Come on, bro. It's different for us. Like if we have a bunch of side chicks, we gonna go broke. Because we paying money. They
If
receiving
you buying
money.
condos, I don't care. Like I don't know when the last time Rich the Kid had a hit. He shouldn't be buying no condos.
Oh well, and I guess to what old man is saying, she a trick. That's what he's saying, pretty much. She's a trick, and she got guys tricking on her. And hey, all right. So with that said, this is the Thanksgiving show. Let's get in some Thanksgiving conversation. I know we talked about our favorite foods earlier, but there is always yearly way more that goes into the conversation, and so we'll hit this. I'll hit play on this, and let's talk about it.
But the true story behind that, this is a turkey, a symbol of the US holiday called Thanksgiving. But the true story behind that holiday isn't what many people in the US are taught. If you grew up in the US, the myth that you probably learned is that English settlers and indigenous people shared a friendly harvest meal in 1621. But that version leaves out almost everything that actually happened. The story usually begins with English colonists arriving in modern-day Massachusetts. They were unprepared for the winter, so indigenous people showed them how to plant corn and other crops. Then the settlers invite their indigenous neighbors to a feast to celebrate their first harvest. But that's not the real story. The truth is, autumn harvest traditions didn't come from English settlers. It was already a part of life for many tribes, including the Wampanoag, the indigenous community that lived on that land long before the settlers arrived. At the same time the first Thanksgiving appears in US history books, English settlers were stealing land and crops and spreading deadly diseases that devastated indigenous communities. By 1621, diseases brought by Europeans had killed over 90% of native people along the United States' present-day East Coast. But even after that loss, indigenous groups managed to rebuild themselves to a point where settlers began to see their strength as a threat. By 1637, in what's now Connecticut, colonists were fighting the Pequot Nation for control of trade. That year, settlers launched a massive attack on a Pequot village, killing men, women, and children, and burning people alive as they tried to escape. Between 400 and 700 Pequot people were killed in about an hour. After winning the Pequot War, the Massachusetts Bay Colony Governor John Winthrop declared a day of Thanksgiving. Some historians point to this event as the first Thanksgiving, but the US wouldn't make Thanksgiving a national holiday until 1863. But in the centuries that followed, settlers continued to seize land, enslave indigenous people, and carry out violent campaigns of genocide, forced removal, and assimilation, often in the name of God and civilization. And that's why many indigenous people don't consider Thanksgiving a day of gratitude. Since 1917, they've observed a national day of mourning. Each year, many indigenous people gather in Plymouth, Massachusetts, the same place the English landed in 1620, to remember their ancestors and to honor the millions of indigenous people killed by colonizers over generations. So next time you think about turkey on Thanksgiving, remember the holiday's racist history and the true story indigenous communities have been keeping alive for generations.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all one more, and then we can get to.
I believe it.
We got our brother right here.
Listen closely. You're celebrating Thanksgiving. Do you know what Thanksgiving really is symbolic of? Nigga, yeah, you know about the Pilgrims and the Indians, but they never taught you that you was the Indians, so you really never really thought you was the Indians. I did, growing up. I'm like, the Indians, we Africans, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. That's the program that we was fed. So that's what I believe. But when you think about this from now that we know that we understand that we are gods and goddesses, we understand that this is a frequency where we understand that this is the end of their motherfucking system, right? So now let's really look at what Thanksgiving really has been. What is Thanksgiving? Right? They say that's the day when the Pilgrims basically betrayed the Indians. Even if you don't know about it on a cosmic level, let's just look at it on a third dimensional material level, right? This is the day that these motherfuckers came and killed your ancestors, nigga. Slaughtered us. You feel me? And didn't do it with no honor neither, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, they didn't come kill us with no honor. No, they didn't. Nigga, they didn't square with us with no gangster shit, fam. That ain't what Thanksgiving was like. They really threw a gathering, family. And your ancestors. Because if you are black or Latino, you have carbon in your skin. You are an Indian if you want to call yourself that. Because they called us Indians before too. That was one of our names. All right.
All right, fellas. I'll throw to y'all. To start this conversation.
I believe both of them. Flat out.
To the carbon.
Like, oh, go ahead, John.
Well, no, you said you believe like, as
like,
far as.
Like, bro, there's been so much history that's been like, even when we were in school, that's been whitewashed and like not like a lie. Like the whole, like we had Columbus Day and now it's Indigenous People Day, then Trump changed it back. Like there's been so much stuff that's been covered up in history, and like even this administration is trying to do it again. I believe them. You know what I'm saying? We do it. You know, we have fun with it, see our families, but I believe the history and all that stuff. That like it's been misinterpreted. Easy.
But I'm saying, like, as a black person, do you feel like those were your people?
As a black person, how I feel about Thanksgiving, like, we eating and like, you know, having walks with the cousins and all this other stuff, playing dominoes. I mean, it's fine.
But I'm saying, was those your ancestors that he was talking about getting stepped on?
I'm sorry, John. Like for some reason you still are. You saying if those are my ancestors, what I do?
Yeah. I'm saying like he was talking about them being like, as far as black folks, those were our people that came and got like colonized. You believe that? Or?
Well, besides, I guess the only way to answer your question is like, you know, I don't wear anything with the American flag, but like I'll pop fireworks. But like Juneteenth is more of a holiday. I mean, the only thing I could really say is like I've never really cared for Thanksgiving like that, but I'll still use it to like see my family. I make it what I want it to be.
Well, no, I think that Johnny's asking a different question. He's saying this is more of a black indigenous question that he's asking. And that's what the second guy was hinting at. Do you think that the Native Americans that were present at Plymouth during Thanksgiving were descendants of what we call black people today? Or were these just what we look at as the current day Native Americans? That's what you're asking them, right, Johnny?
Yeah. To the second, to the second guy.
Oh, well, that's really interesting. They probably could have some like African in them. I don't know how like people would navigate to get to them at that time, but like it's a possibility. And I mean, I don't know if I have indigenous in me, but if I did have black indigenous in me and I knew that, I'd be against the holiday for sure. Absolutely.
Gotcha. Johnny, so I guess if we start off with the first meme spoke a little bit more about just the history of it. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
And she was saying basically like the I had to step out for a second, but she was basically saying like the harvest wasn't necessarily like collaborative, as more so it was them taking over.
Well, she just kind of ran down the history and like what that first Thanksgiving was, and like the fact that this was also a part of them spreading disease and taking over and raping and pilgrimage. But
I think
the fact that the natives also already had a harvest festival that was yearly at that same time. And I think they said the year to the date, some kind of like a tragic event happening as well. But the fact that this is already a harvest that the natives were already engaging in.
Oh well, I definitely believe that. I mean, I think I ain't never personally been a farmer and stuff, so I don't know nothing about like harvest season. But when I grew up about it, I feel like they made the Thanksgiving holiday around the harvest. It's like everybody knew the harvest, like the harvest is the harvest.
Fall harvest. Okay.
Yeah, so like the white people, they learned it from the Indian, but I think there were and I guess this is where like some of the misunderstanding can come. I think there were Indians that assimilated, because like even amongst the Indian tribe, it wasn't all unity, where there's different wars and there's different factions, different tribes, and like I imagine there's ones that helped the white folks out, and they probably
Okay.
got treated a lot better versus the ones that didn't. And like I don't know how disease would play in that, because I imagine all of them caught the diseases and stuff like
Yes.
that, whether you was nice or opposition. But I imagine like when they talk about Thanksgiving, there were certain tribes that like were trusting and were helpful of the white folks when this harvest came around. I think that's kind of like some of the origin. But of course, there's always the harvest. I think all the tribes, everybody, like imagine if you plant crops and stuff, they're all gonna bloom and come around the same time. So there's all probably these different holidays and traditions around it. But I think Thanksgiving is the white people's interpretations from
I
certain
got
ones
you.
that help them.
And what do you say to the second one? I think he said that that we are the indigenous people that they came to on Plymouth Rock. If you know it on like a cosmic and
On that level, I think we're the ones that like necessarily were like the Pocahontases and shit. I don't think
okay.
that was
So what
necessarily
were black
us.
indigenous a part of the first Thanksgiving, quote unquote?
Probably not. Those were probably the ones we talk about, ones that assimilated, ones that didn't. Yeah, we probably didn't necessarily assimilate. That probably plays a lot of part of like there was Indians that got reservations and Indians that didn't. Indians that got land, Indians that didn't. I think a lot of that played directly into that too.
Okay. So you do think there was black indigenous. You just don't think that they participated.
I don't. I mean, I think there are people that were here that were like darker skinned. I mean, I still believe in the African slave trade. I think that most of us came here, but I do think there were
Oh.
Indians that also got roped up into that also, because whether they lost through wars or stuff like that. But I think most of us came here
But
from Africa.
first Thanksgiving would have been just like the natives of the land, right?
Right.
And
Not
all right,
us.
you saying
Not
that you
me.
don't, huh?
Not me. I don't think. Yeah. Not. I wouldn't be
All
just
right, so
saying.
you're not rolling with like specifically that. All right. Oh man, talk to us. What is your take on both of the memes?
It really doesn't matter if they were black, indigenous, or red indigenous. There was hundreds and hundreds of indigenous tribes in the Americas, right?
Okay.
So if you're gonna do a genocide on one indigenous tribe, it's all of us. You're doing that's just the start of it. So it's just a symbol of what evil they did when they came here. So as far as it being Thanksgiving, like he said before, harvest, many of the American celebrations were indigenous celebrations already. Just like the locations of many of the cities that we are here now were indigenous locations already by the river and stuff. So they just took what we were already doing and did their own thing. So and took it over. So through violence and death and blood and everything. So the whether they were a black tribe or a red tribe or a mixture of both, it doesn't matter. They did it to the indigenous people. And that's one story they can't hide from because it's part of the American story.
Fair. Welcome to the show. We have Chuck in the building. What's going on, brother?
Salute. Happy
What up,
Thanksgiving
Chuck?
Eve. Salute, gentlemen. Thanks for having me up on the panel.
Yes, sir. Talk to us. Did you see the two memes?
I was listening maybe the past 15, 20 minutes, and
Okay, so you might have missed.
I heard about the Thanksgiving and about the other one, right? So a couple of things. So okay, Africans were colonized the same way that the Native Americans were. The experience of colonization is different from that of enslavement in one key way. So when you are colonized, you do not lose your ethnic identity, you don't lose your language, you don't lose your name. But if you are enslaved, you do. So I'm just going to drop that out there. So the Native Americans here, they still have their culture, language, and history intact. So regarding the uh that was for the first meme. For the second meme, it must be pretty awkward if you are a Black Indian to celebrate Thanksgiving. How do you celebrate? How do you break bread and gather with family and eat sweet potato pie and turkey to celebrate the day where your people were, you know, got rolled over, stepped on, disenfranchised. When Plymouth, you're celebrating when Plymouth Rock landed on your people, essentially. So it doesn't make sense to me.
Indoctrination. That's what the school system's for.
Right. But I do have my own skepticism as to this indigenous hypothesis. I have to be honest.
It's not a hypothesis. Just don't do
Hey,
that.
fellas,
Don't
fellas,
say that.
we're gonna get there in a second. We're gonna get
Okay.
there.
Okay.
I'll let
It's disrespectful, man.
That conversation is y'all you know as y'all feel. But yeah, continue on. I guess as we were as it pertains to the Thanksgiving and the memes.
Right. Okay.
And then
So,
I have a
yeah.
meme specifically for you that I love you to respond to first.
Okay, so the first meme where the lady was describing the, you know, what happens to the Indians, that makes sense. You know, this is a stolen land, and stolen people were brought here, and this is explains a lot of the history that we see in front of us. So, you know, it's I could understand why stolen people on a stolen land would feel disenfranchised, and the colonized people would feel disenfranchised as well. So yeah, that does make a lot of sense. But what doesn't make a lot of sense to me is, how do you identify with people who don't look like you and you share no cultural heritage with? You
All
don't
right, well,
share.
you going back down the black and
Okay.
tree. All right, so
Okay.
so
I'll
I'm
land.
gonna play this meme, and then I love you to kind of do you celebrate Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Well, I celebrate a little differently, but yeah, I'm going to visit family. But there's a goosey involved in my own Thanksgiving. But go ahead,
Is
sir.
it what?
A goosey and jollof rice and
Oh, you talking
other
about like
Nigerian.
y'all
Told
don't
you
have
they
the
eating
same traditional
rice.
foods. I got you.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so
Told
yeah,
you.
I'll play this meme, and then I'll throw to you first.
Is a pagan holiday. Yeah, not only it's about the celebration of pilgrims killing and slaughtering Native Americans. It's not just about genocide. It's not all you celebrate, but this is a pagan feast. It's a pagan tradition that has been celebrated by pagans since the ancient times, bro. They would celebrate the completion of the harvest, paying homage for the crops growing. It was a religious practice they did to thank their gods for the harvest. This practice was called the Roman harvest. It was named Cerilia. This is how they would thank their goddess Ceres, goddess of agriculture, grain, and fertility. This is what you're doing when you're celebrating Thanksgiving. You are celebrating the pagan harvest. This is a pagan practice, how they would thank their gods for the harvest. This is their favorite line right here. Ain't nothing wrong with picking a day to be thankful to eat. It's just a day that we thankful for God giving us food. If that's the case and you're really thankful, then why wait all the way into November to say I'm thankful, I'm grateful, when you can do this any day? We don't keep the feast that's in the Bible, but we keep the feast of the pagan traditions. If we really thankful for God giving us food, then why we ain't doing it the way he want us to do? Why we sitting up here thanking God with a pagan festival, bro? These are the feast days that he want us to follow. If you want to thank God, this is the perfect way to thank him. The problem is most followers don't know because your pastor is pushing the pagan ones on you in church. Let's show the verse. For 7 days you shall celebrate a feast.
We ain't gotta get too deep into
I think he was reaching. Rudy was reaching.
Why do they always use that music? It don't make sense.
But I would like
X-Files.
Chuck to start us off here, because again, like you are more of like the pronounced Christian inside the room, where you said that you do celebrate it, and I know you were critical of Black Indigenous, where like I guess in essence you were saying that I'm not sure how you can be Black Indigenous and celebrate this. I imagine he's making a very similar argument where how can you be Christian and celebrate what this holiday means when it has basis in European and if you want to say indigenous pagan religion in comparison to like if you are a Christian?
Well, this is very simple to answer. So Thanksgiving is not a Christian holiday. It's a national holiday in the United States, and it's more of an American holiday. So as an American, this is part of the national story of America. This is part of the founding myth of America. So in celebrating Thanksgiving, you're really celebrating how this country was formed. So it's a national holiday. Don't get it confused with a religious holiday. This has nothing to do with Jesus or the Bible. This is about,
Well, no, that's why I guess the idea is it celebrating like pagan rituals. I think like you run across this with like Easter and shit like that, where people
Right.
end up questioning
those are
like the
religious.
pagan origins
Christmas,
of it,
Easter.
where I guess still, if this is the national holiday that adaptates pagan rituals that deal with the harvest, is there a conflict in that?
No, Easter is celebrating Jesus's resurrection.
So what is the Easter egg and like there's a bunch of pagan festivals that deal with like the beginning of spring that
Right.
also coincide, and they took a lot of imagery from it. And this is where there's a lot of pushback to it. But we could actually just stay on like Thanksgiving right now.
Okay.
Like if it's a harvest that both the Native Americans and then if you go to Europeans, the Celtic, how do you say it? Celtics, and a lot of other groups had
Mhm.
harvests that adopted and had the same food, kind of the same rituals
Right.
as
Mhm.
what the American Thanksgiving is. Is there
Right.
no conflict when it comes down to being a Christian, because this is not
No.
a
There's no
harvest?
conflict.
Okay.
There's no conflict at all because so Thanksgiving is a holiday only celebrated by Christians in the United States for a very good reason, because it only people in the United States celebrate Thanksgiving. They're not celebrating Thanksgiving in Nigeria, in the UK,
I
in
understand that.
Canada. So you are trying to expand the boundaries of Thanksgiving to make it a religious holiday, when it's really a national holiday. This is an American holiday. So
I get it,
as
but like
any American, Jewish people in America will celebrate Thanksgiving. Muslim people, I know Muslim people who would partake in turkey on Thanksgiving. So you really have to see it more as a national holiday than a religious holiday. And people like holidays.
I understand it. I guess I would propose that same question to him though, which would be if a national is assimilating to a national holiday that is based. Do you acknowledge that it has basis in some pagan rituals and traditions?
Yeah, I think
you're making it difficult. It's a secular holiday. It's not a religious holiday.
I don't think you don't have to worship any specific deity to celebrate a national holiday. It really is. It can be a secular holiday. I say grace before I eat Thanksgiving, but somebody else may say something else.
Hey Q, I think the fact that like what they were saying is like a lot of these like pagans might have also based this holiday, or pagans might have also had this holiday, but it wasn't necessarily a pagan exclusive thing. It was about the harvest. So any culture that had harvest around this
But
time
if you take the
gonna have a
traditions,
celebration
I
because
get
of
what
the
you're saying. But
harvest.
if
So
you,
it's not necessarily
what if
just
you
a
take those
pagan
exact
thing.
traditions from those two and make it Thanksgiving?
But I think there's a lot of people that had these festivals that weren't pagan because of the harvest. I think whenever the harvest come around, you get all this
So you
food.
think that the
People
Christians
celebrate.
were having these
They
same
said the Indians had these celebrations around the
wouldn't
harvest that
as a
weren't
Christian you
necessarily,
would call those pagans, right? Like they didn't worship the
but they weren't
God in
necessarily
which the Bible.
religious. They were just because of the harvest. You see what I'm saying?
What were they celebrating? Like it was a part of paganism. If you have a religious POV, like a Christian doctrine ideology, that
So from
what they were celebrating would be classified as pagan, right?
from the point of view of the pilgrims, landing on this
I don't.
land
I mean, that's
was a
tough.
come up.
That's tough. I don't.
Go ahead. Let's just going
No,
by
I'm saying
definition.
so Indians, the Pocahontas and them, the ones that helped the Christians, were they celebrating a religious holiday with these Christians, or were they just celebrating the harvest? They weren't celebrating Christianity or their own religion. They were just sharing. They were sharing the harvest
why were they celebrating the harvest? It
because
was based
that's
off
when
of some
it was
religious.
the harvest. It was the time of the harvest. You celebrate you when you get the
So
harvest.
all right. So
I think that's a natural.
so let me ask you this, Johnny.
Harvest.
Maybe this makes more sense. So if we go Roman and native like indigenous people, were they celebrating just the seasons changing, or was this also an adaptation of whatever their theology inside their communities was? The Romans and the natives. Was it just simply the fact that the seasons changed? Like when we say, "Oh, it's now fall," that has no like actual correlation, or was this a celebration to whatever their religious doctrine that celebrated the seasons changing? For both
I
of these,
understand.
we could just use
Hey,
both.
hold on. Hey,
I
hold
have
on.
an
I got
answer.
this.
I have an answer.
Let me answer. I think they do celebrate the season changes, and that is more based pagan versus celebrating a harvest when the crops are ready to be harvested. That is a natural thing, and whether you
Oh
are
no, we know it's
pagan, whether you
natural,
are
but
secular,
when it
but I'm
in
saying
doing that,
you are
if
going to
it,
celebrate a harvest naturally. I think that's a natural human thing. I think no matter where you are when you get harvest, because the
so
pilgrims,
I
the
understand that.
Indians
So Johnny,
brought it
all
and they
I'm asking
gave
is
thanks. It
that
wasn't a
like so
religious
when it has
thing.
been celebrated naturally over every culture, has it been adapted to a religious meaning?
In certain
Again, and now we
instances,
just use Rome
in certain
and
instances,
so how about this?
yes,
Let's go
but
Rome.
not all cases though.
So let's go Rome then. In Rome, were they celebrating a pagan religious? I think it like even deals with like sacrifice and shit like that. With the harvest.
Yeah, I believe in so in Rome it was be
Okay,
considered
so
paganism, but
okay.
like
What about the natives?
I argue with that. I argue with that because like I don't necessarily know if
So
their
you don't think that the
religion.
natives had a religion at all?
I don't know if
They
their
were just like
religion.
savage.
I don't know if their celebration about their food was necessarily based on their religion every time. I don't know. I wouldn't just put that on them to say it's pagan because it's the harvest.
Okay.
But Q, you bring
Talk
up
to me.
you bring up a good point. So I think there could be a strategic reason why these pagan holidays were okay. So if you want to, Christianity is like a big tent religion. So in honoring some of these pagan holidays, you could engraft more people to become Christian.
Mhm.
Do you see what I'm saying? So you could, I see why,
Yeah, and I think that
in-
that's kind of like how Christianity has adapted to a lot of these pagan, like quote unquote, imagery inside some of the Christian holidays, i.e.,
exactly.
Easter and shit like that. Yeah.
So it evolves in order to get as many Christians as possible. Think of it as an organism that wants as many followers as possible. In order to do that, you have to honor some of the local pagan holidays if you want to be a multinational religion.
I agree with it. I think that is
That's a
kind of
fair
like what I
point.
was
That's a
hinting
fair
at.
point. That's
That
a
there
good
ends
point.
up being like inside the big blob, you end up engulfing some of the paganism in. Like I said, I'm just pushing the button, which I'm just like I'm asking. Like I don't got a dog in the fight, but if you are a traditional quote unquote Christian, is there some conflict of interest if you understand that there's pagan roots to it? And
I'm
this
more
ends
of a
up being
Catholic.
a question that ends up being a question that's asked all the
But
time.
not as today's Christianity, because the things that are pagan is quote unquote pagan are integral to the Christianity that we know, from Christmas to they're I mean I think like what it is to be a Christian is and I ain't talking about Thanksgiving now, but I do think, like you said, I do think a lot of the Christianity things have adapted paganism along the way, and I think nowadays because you wouldn't not celebrate Christmas
Okay.
as a Christian, but if you look at it, it has a little pagan. You got paganism in it. Easter, like a lot of those things have a lot of paganism in it, but as Christians, we're taught to celebrate them. So I think it's a part of it now.
Gotcha. All
Christianity
right.
has many different denominations. Not everybody has the same interpretation. Some people are cafeteria Catholics who take some scriptures over others and may reject other parts. So
But
there's a lot of
most
flexibility.
Christians though, the average Christian believes in like Christmas and Easter.
Oh yeah, of course, 100%.
All right. Welcome to the show. We got a guy dialed in straight from South Africa. I don't have. I'm sure you. I'm sure for you Thursday means nothing. But I guess I'll just toss to you
Sister
and see
boy.
where do you land at in this conversation? Because it's not like a South African. Well, matter of fact, this is a better question for me to round off to ask you first. Is there a harvest tradition in South Africa?
Yeah, how's it, gents? Hope you guys are well, man. No. There's no such thing in South Africa. I
There's
was,
no seasons, right?
Y'all don't have a harvest?
well, I mean, there is, but there's no designated holiday like Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Is there a winter,
only
spring,
like
summer, fall? I don't think there's a winter, spring, summer, fall
Like
changing of
solstice or
seasons.
no,
anything like that?
there is. We actually one of the like actually one of the regions that has all seasons. We have four
Okay.
seasons. But
Uh-huh.
it's not a thing. If anything, we are the 1st of September is it's a day that you know we welcome spring, and like we are tossing around with water, like everyone when you come from work, kids will be like pouring you with water and stuff like that. I think that's the only
You
sort of
said
ritual
September 1st.
we
Like what
celebrate
is
to
so is there a
welcome.
tradition
That's the
is there
southern
a tradition
hemisphere.
that's based on?
Yo, Q, I didn't hear you. Please
I
repeat the
said,
question
is
again.
there a tradition that's based on? Like everybody pouring water on each other.
Yeah, well, it's just welcome. It's not a, to be honest, it's not a thing. It's just for kids, welcoming the season, and there's no cooking, there's nothing going on. It's just
But
kids
what
in
is
the
it based
street
out of?
playing with water, saying hey.
But what is it? What is it? Like
It's
there's a
just
basis to where it comes from. There's
welcoming
a history to it, right?
welcoming it's just welcoming a new season,
The
which is
warm
spring.
What's the
temperatures.
name of
It,
this
it
day?
got something to do with the
You know.
temperatures.
What's the name of the day?
No, it doesn't even have a name. It's just we
So
know
on
September
September 1st,
1st
y'all
we
just
are
pour water on each
welcoming,
other.
the yeah, especially the kids. It's not even adults are
And,
not
and
even
y'all don't
allowed
call
to
it anything.
see
Y'all
the
just
kids
say like
playing
September
around.
1st is like pour water on each
And,
other day.
like, is this a spoken
No,
thing? Is there like, do everybody know?
well, I mean we all once were kids. We used to do it. So like but now as adults, it's just like we know September 1st I'm not going out. These kids are going to be wilding out and stuff. It doesn't have a name. Yeah, it's just September 1st.
The 1st of September, boy, you better watch out.
Only in the first.
It's like that.
Celebrate.
But and it's just because.
It's because we just come out of winter, uh,
So
getting
about
into
the
spring.
warm temperature, like Groundhog's Day or something.
Yeah, we're getting into a warm temperature now, and yeah, I think it's harvest. No, it's not harvest.
Oh, don't
The
say that
the
word.
the trees are blossoming, and yeah,
Oh, you talking about like spring,
that's
like the
yeah, it's
resurrect,
spring, bro.
like
It's
new
spring.
life. That's like our Easter.
Yo, wait. Oh, yo, you just reminded me of
Oh,
something,
all
Johnny.
right. So
It's actually
it says
funny.
that this is it's a distinct celebration of the country's larger water crisis history, which gained significance during the Cape
What?
Town Zero Day event.
Y'all
Okay,
celebrating
well,
water.
that's
By
no,
throwing
no,
water
that's
on
a
people, that don't
misinterpretation. No,
seem
no, no,
like
no, no,
very
no.
conservative.
No, that's a
Y'all
no, no,
just
no.
wasting water.
That's a
That's
misnomer.
crazy.
No, bro,
Water
no. I
pollution is
know water
wild.
is a major part of it, but like it's not a water crisis type of thing. No. Yeah, but Johnny just reminded me of something. It's actually called Spring Day. We actually
All right,
call it
Spring Day.
Spring
There we
Day.
go.
You know? Yeah.
All right, let me look at that.
And
Spring
they ain't got
Day, and
nothing to do with no religion.
no, and no one is cooking. Just kids.
Okay.
Do
All
it
right,
get
got you.
hey, do it get real cold there in the wintertime or something?
Do what?
Is y'all's winters kind of cold, or like why are y'all celebrating spring? Like,
Well, it's fairly cold. I mean, it depends on the region. It's fairly cold. In the
I feel like Kamala
interior,
came in here with a
it's
jacket on before.
Yeah,
Hey, I ain't never been to South Africa, so this is news to me. I ain't know.
Okay. All right.
man.
My bad. Where were we at in this conversation? Oh, the
We talking
pagan
about turkey and shit.
history of Thanksgiving, and if there should be a conflict with Christians. Old man, and then we can throw the.
No, I think QB's next. QB
Yeah,
or
QB.
Quincy?
Yeah,
They haven't
Quincy
gone.
just showed up.
Oh,
What up,
QB.
Quincy?
QB, talk to us.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. There was a few audio issues with my man, what's his name, Timo, that came in. But the one
you
thing
couldn't hear?
I couldn't hear him. I didn't want to like leave and come back in. But basically, I agree with Chuck where it's more of a national holiday for sure. Because for my history, I've never heard of like series and this God and things like that. So, and I think what Chuck was talking about is because there's no religious influence technically, it cannot be pagan. So I think that that video was kind of bogus and it had different avenues that didn't necessarily pertain to Americans. So yes, I feel as though I don't think it can be pagan because that would have been expressed by now. I haven't seen any videos or pastors talking about how Thanksgiving's pagan. So I do not believe in that. Like when I saw like the Greek mosaics and all this other stuff, like a God series, we don't have a God series. He's looking at a different avenue. So I think he was stretching. So no, I don't think Thanksgiving is pagan at all. Absolutely not.
Michael Jordan in the fourth quarter, right, Quinn?
I think where people get confused is because America is built around just making so much money around these holidays, and that's how we kind of drive commerce. And then like people are so into Christmas, they get their Christmas trees before Thanksgiving. So you see the Christmas tree, you tie it in with Thanksgiving, so you think it's all one, but it's really separate. So I think
point.
that's where the
That is
religious side gets caught up in it, even though it's not a religious holiday.
No, I will say this: the holiday season may be pagan, and I think Thanksgiving gets wrapped up into that. But I don't think Thanksgiving necessarily is pagan. But yeah, I know some of the Christian things in the pagan. Like I thought of that goes. Christmas has become way bigger than it should be, and I think.
Well, again, if it's based off of a indigenous harvest and Roman harvest, is likely pagan. But I understand what you're saying. Welcome to the show, Quincy. What's going on, Quincy? What is your thoughts so far? Again, we're speaking about, is there a conflict between being Christian and Thanksgiving, given what some might say it's pagan roots? What is your thoughts?
I'm gonna say hell no. That's all woke nigga internet talk.
that nigga hungry.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
Hey, they hungry for a W. Quincy, we ain't forgot about last time we talked to you.
Oh yeah,
Where you been ducking and dodging?
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah.
My boy, you let my boy get a record. You let Quint's cousin get a record.
Yeah, he put in work with us. He saw it with everybody else, man. But for some reason, he got our number, man. It is what it is, man. It hurt, but it is what it is.
All right. And
Michael hurt too. Penix hurt too.
Yeah, but I'm not even sure if Penix and our OC even mesh like that. So I'm kind of on the fence with Penix until we get rid of the OC, and then we can see what he can really do. So,
all right,
but yeah, look, man, it's Thanksgiving, man. Like, who really thinking about all of that? It's everybody get the day. Well, you're supposed to get the day off, unless you're in retail or some kind of, hospital or chemical sector or whatever.
Yeah, they make them report about 4:00 now.
Yeah.
Right,
So
4:00 on Thursday.
Yeah. But typically, man, folks off. This is the routine for folks to get together, for the family to get together, for you to see your people, see your cousins you probably seen all year, for you to eat some of them dishes that you only really get around the holidays. And I don't know about y'all, man. Oh, you already know. You know what I mean? The mac and cheese, the yams, man, the pies, man.
Sweet potato pie, don't forget about that.
Oh yeah, man. So I mean, I think, I don't know about y'all, but in my 43 years of doing Thanksgiving, I don't ever remember nobody mentioning a damn a pilgrim nor Indian at during dinner time. I mean, we'll say grace just because we've grown up Baptist. Just growing up Baptist and my other side grew up Catholic. So we gonna say we gonna bless the food, but that's pretty much where it's gonna stop at. It'll go right back to the shenanigans and everybody kicking it and all of that stuff. And I mean, it's just folks having a good time. And
Respect.
and with work, one thing I noticed is being at the job up in corporate, they have like floating holidays, right? Because now the workforce so diverse, everybody don't even practice the same religion, but
Hey,
you still get the days
Everybody,
off.
I think they call you
everybody practice
call them
this.
like you get 2 personal holidays, right?
Yeah, we call them
Just in case you
either
want to get your little
floating
break.
holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
because what y'all might practice might not be what I practice, but they still get the days off. And I'm pretty sure whether you first gen or second gen, at some point you gonna start getting together on Thanksgiving because that's when the food it just is what it is. That's just what it is to be
and,
American.
and,
All right,
and
so Quincy,
I
just
think
to make
that
sure I understand what you're saying, so no matter whatever the indigenous roots is, no matter what it might have been based on, fuck that, the family getting together.
That's what it's been long as I've been alive, man.
gotta
And to
keep
be
your
honest,
family
that's
first.
actually my take. Where listen, I understand all the woke fun shit,
Hey,
but
I think that's
I'm gonna
important.
get together with my people and we gonna eat and we gonna chill. We gonna have a couple drinks and talk shit. Then sometimes Johnny's gonna pull up, and then sometimes we're gonna pull up, and we're gonna continue talking shit and go out in the patio, and we're gonna light some firewood and have a good ass night.
And
That,
sprinkle
Mhm.
and sprinkle some water.
No,
Wow,
stop,
that sounds like a
stop,
ritual.
Hey
Shots
stop,
Carmu,
fired.
hey Carmu, y'all
stop,
gotta get your holidays up. Y'all
stop.
gotta get your holiday game up.
That
Let's
ain't
sprinkle that
nice,
water. That ain't
bro.
enough,
Like
bro.
we supposed to. That ain't nice.
No wonder
Hey, if
y'all
you
depressed
thirsty,
over there, man. Y'all gotta find a reason to
that
celebrate. Come up with a fake
ain't.
holiday so y'all can
That ain't.
show out,
Hey,
man.
when
hey,
you're thirsty,
hey,
water hits
hey,
the spot
hey,
though. You
hey. We
don't
killing
mess
them
with
on
that
the
water.
holidays too. On
Yeah, on the
oh,
holidays,
holidays,
man.
y'all
Y'all
crazy.
stop fucking.
Oh man,
hey,
crazy.
but
Go
I
ahead,
think this.
Johnny.
I think this is a very important thing too, though. Like, especially like like it's kind of close to home with me. But I think like what Thanksgiving has become, especially in the Black community, though, is a celebration of Black family. And it's like a lot of those times you get to see folks that you don't necessarily get to see. You get to see that cousin from around the way. And to me, it's always been a time for me to like build like connections within my family. It's been times where like no matter on my mama's side, my daddy's side, like I'm gonna spend that time with my family. I'm gonna go to this cousin house, that cousin house. I'm gonna bounce around, get a couple plates, but it's always like a celebration of like, hey, cuz I ain't seen you in a while. Life, and it's like not always, but it's not supposed to be no judge. It's supposed to be just a true celebration. Now, you got that one auntie, the cousin, and sometimes you get the drama, but for the most part, Thanksgiving is supposed to be a celebration of the Black family. And
But if
whether
you
it's
think
a
about it,
nuclear family or combined family, I think that is the importance. I think that's the beauty. And that's one thing I've always looked forward to when it comes to Thanksgiving is just being around my family, learning stories about my family history. I think that's one of the biggest important like parts, especially as Black folks. Our family is like our connection. I think that's one of the biggest things, for us. Not even just a national holiday; it's a family holiday. And I think, like, celebrating the
But
family is something that can't
Johnny, you
get
sound
lost.
like you're describing Christmas, bro.
I think
Shit, both
Thanksgiving
of
is.
them.
I think Thanksgiving is more. It's called Thanksgiving. Like thankful. Like what they mean. My family do. We all go around and say something we're thankful for. Like right before we eat. And I think just even that, like you
I
get to
mean,
show like appreciation, but it's a it's a true time of appreciation that you don't necessarily get built in other times. And I think that's
Kamo,
one of the biggest
I guess
parts
okay, you
of it.
just reminded
Kamo.
me of
So Kamo, to go to what you asked. I think the biggest differentiator between Christmas and Thanksgiving, as you said, it sounds similar, is like Christmas is more immediate family.
Yeah,
Thanksgiving is
facts.
more like your
Extended.
extended family as well. So
mm,
this is like
wow.
when
So
you get like 40, 50 of your people together. Christmas might be like
yeah,
just five or seven of y'all.
Thanksgiving is the most
oh
American
my god.
holiday in the
So
whole holiday
But
season.
that's
If you
why it's
think
a
about it,
celebration of the family. You go to that
so
grandmama house, so that and everybody pull up, and
Nah.
motherfucker be breaking down the
Say
family
nah.
tree and all of that. Hey, Kamu,
So for us, bro,
hey, come over here and get a
look,
plate next year, bro. You'll see.
so for us, bro, like Christmas is where you meet your extended family. We come together. It's just not immediate family. That's not how we do it. And
Mm.
I don't know if you have it, but on
Cause y'all ain't got a
Christmas is on
Thanksgiving.
the 25th December, and then on the 26th we have a holiday is called Goodwill Day. That's when you relax with your family and like you go outside and cry and chill and
You said
talk
you
about
said you go
films
outside and do
and
what?
oh you don't
You
braai
said cry
is
or
you have
fry?
barbecue braai.
Cookouts.
Are you saying
I'm sorry,
what word are you saying?
He said,
Pride?
"Oh, you go
it's a
out and
South
fry
African
like
it's
you
a South
fry food,
African
like a
equivalent.
cookout, a cookout."
Well, no, it's a cookout. Yeah, it's South African's equivalent of barbecue. We call it braai.
Oh, cry.
It's a cookout.
Mm.
Okay.
Hey, if I may say too, if I may
Yeah.
say, I do think we need to get and this was I had this thought before you just said what you said, Kamu. So I promise you, ain't directed at you. Just going back to before I jumped on the line. I think we need to get unapologetic about. Look, this is what we do. It may not make sense, you know what I mean? It may have had an original meaning, but we done turned it into what we done turned it into.
Facts.
And you know, people always want our holidays and whatever we do to have some deeper meaning. Sometimes it's really just as simple as, hey, we off on Thursday and we get together on Thursdays.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
September 1st.
Facts.
And no more, no less. You know, there's no religious reason behind it. Even if it started like that, to the up to now, there's no religious reason behind it. That's just what we do because just what we grew up doing, and that's just what it
Tradition.
is. And I think we need to be unapologetic about saying that's what it is. No more, no less, and we need to stand in that. So when people kind of question us, I promise you, come. I had to start before you. But so when people question us, we just say, "Hey, look, that's just what it is in America." And like I said, with Black Americans, we always kind of put our little spin on stuff because like we wasn't the Pilgrims. You know what I'm saying? So like a Johnny said, it do turn into saying what you thankful for. Because a lot of us do come from Christian background, so you always got to give thanks to the Lord. So it's hey that's just what we do. You know what I mean? If it don't make sense, then hey, that ain't my problem. We still go eat on Thursday. You know
It's
what
a
I'm saying?
tradition.
All right,
It's
so
tradition.
fellas, I
And
guess
I
right
think
now,
family
this
history is
Johnny, I'm
family
gonna go to
history
you
is
first.
important too.
So I think right now I got a couple Thanksgiving related questions, and we're gonna run down a few of them. We got a few guys in here. And it sounds like everybody but Kamu celebrates. And with that said, the thing that we run around the kitchen table, we ask, what are y'all thankful for? Johnny, we'll start with you.
I mean, I'm thankful for a lot, bro. I'm thankful for shit. I'm thankful for Unpacked. Everybody that tap in all the time. To be fair, show the homies. Like honestly, this is like a tough one for me. It's the first Thanksgiving without my pop, so like thankful for the family and all of that stuff. It's I don't know. I feel weird because like I'm thankful that I'm not as sad as like I thought I would be too. Because like it always seemed like that first they always talk about that first Thanksgiving and like it ain't I ain't gonna say it ain't as bad, but I'm making it, so I'm thankful for just being out here, being able to make it, and I got family. I'm gonna go see a lot of family. Thankful for the homies. Yeah, so it's just a lot. I'm thankful. I'm still up 6 feet, 5.5 feet up, and not 6 feet down. So I'm thankful for that.
Yes, sir. All right, QB, talk to us.
All right, I'm sorry. Like I said, I was having some audio issues. What's the question, Q? I can hear you a little bit better.
What are you thankful for?
Oh, that's okay. Honestly, man, I know ever since 21, losing both my folks, I've had some rough years back to back, and I feel as though this year has been like a lot more easier. It's been a much more fun year, much more happier. I've had like a lot more growth, so I'm just thankful for having a better year, kind of being more of like a mentally and spiritually more healthier me. Like I said, this is one of like my better years I've had from the past couple of years. So it kind of feels like my life is kind of getting back on like the right direction. So I'm more optimistic going forward. Thankful just to be happy this year. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. All right, Kamu.
Oh, is that even applicable to me? Well,
You can't be thankful. You ain't thankful for shit.
Show some appreciation, my nigga.
You could just be thankful for something.
Thanks
You
for
ain't gotta
water
be-
now. You
Hey,
appreciate the
stop,
water now.
stop.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, man, I gotta say that I'm thankful for physical health and staying afloat, as a black man, and yeah, being able to handle my shit, and also being optimistic about the future prospects. Yeah, man, physical health, family, being afloat, not drowning in this economy, and yeah.
Okay, sound good. Chuck, talk to us.
Respect. Yeah, I agree with Camus. I'm thankful for my family, my stable economy. I'm thankful for the opportunities. I'm thankful for good friends, and I'm thankful for an optimistic future with the possibility to retire early.
I dig it. Old man, talk to us.
I'm thankful for delineation and disaggregation. I'm thankful for all the truths of foundational Black Americans coming out and people being forced to acknowledge who we are, our indigenous heritage, and our African heritage for some.
There you go.
Yes,
Quincy.
sir.
Carbon. Shout out to the carbon.
Yeah, man. I wasn't gonna say delineation just because I didn't want to be petty, but um, thankful for my fam, my immediate fam. Thankful for my siblings, because we all kind of been taking turns going through it with our daddy last few years. But we all Trump tight together. Um, and just thankful for my health, because you don't never really appreciate something until you can't breathe out of just one nostril. You know what I mean? Then you be like, damn, I missed two of them. You know what I'm saying? So just thankful for my health, and like I said, just thankful for uh, being in the position that I'm in. I mean, I'm about to embark on some hard times out there, navigating this get a new job lane in the world next year, and no matter how I feel about it, I know a million people would swap places to be in my spot.
Yes, sir.
So I take where I'm at, regardless of what hurdles come with it, because a lot of people start from zero, and I just appreciate that I'm not, I got a little bit behind on my belt.
I dig it. And I guess if I was to answer the question, I would say definitely thankful for my wife, super fire. My daughter. I can think that if you're a dad, when you have that daughter, it just opens up a different lens to life. Again, my son, I think that he's a little bit older as the age gap. There's like 16-year age gap between the two, and like he taught me manhood in general, how to be an adult and how to be a father, and kind of has walked me through that. Yeah, immediate family. Again, shout out Unc. Unc is actually my real uncle. Shout out to Mom Dukes. Shout out to all the people. Shout out to I don't know, I like the way my brain works. So shout out to my brain and the fact that I was gifted with that. Shout out to entrepreneurship. Where listen, we going corporate, baby. The To Be Fair show, the and all the brands attached to it. We stepping into newer and bigger endeavors, moving into 2025. I mean, into 2026. Announcement coming December 1st. One of many announcements. But I think that that kind of hits on it. All right, so I'll throw another one, round table. So again, I don't know who on this panel is a picky eater, but Thanksgiving is also about that food.
Hey, Q, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I think a good topic would be what as a father, what do you learn or experience, or what does having a daughter teach you as a father versus having a son?
Okay.
Because I always feel like it's definitely worthy having both of them, and I only got two little boys, so I think that's a real good show topic.
I think that
Johnny, we
with
wild, bro.
with dads, huh? Oh, all right. So with dads,
Johnny and I are out.
y'all are out.
Oh, we gotta do it right now. It was just more of a before I forget it.
I'll answer still just real quickly. I think that with dads, with the son, for me, this is what I like. What I experienced, and what I see often is that, like, you expect, and I had my son at 21, so I had him young. You parent way more with your ego. And so with a son, it's about being tough enough, it's being like making sure that you adhere to a lot of these conditioned and non-conditioned rules and constraints of what society says that a young boy, a young man, and a black man should be, right? And there is a lot more pressure as the man being a role model specifically for that said thing as well. And I don't know, to me, like it's like a different level of pressure. And to me, I think that men and women, when it comes down to parenting, you see the flip inside, even how it manifests itself with like what is it, daddy's girl and mama's boy, where the opposing sex parent has a little less on a leash because of, like, they're just there more so to care for the kid and not necessarily have to, like, have the weight of them replicating or emulating what they should be modeling as like a good version of that sex. And so with my daughter, I think that I was able to like with her, I'm able to not have any attachment to societal pressures. And so it's like all love. It's all like like it's like it for me, I was able to like attach a different version of love than what I could naturally tap into with my son, because of, like, there's like this, like how your dad conditioned you to like love a male, how society conditions you to love a son, like the pressures of not being too, like, it's like all these different things that through time maybe you're able to unpack, but they're ingrained in you. Where with a daughter, I didn't have to deal with any of that, because of, for me, it's only protect and, provide just like some level of like happiness and security for it. Hopefully that answered the question.
Oh yeah, 100.
All right, so moving to this next one again. Thanksgiving is all about eating. It's a lot of food. Again, sometimes they say, who made that potato salad? Or who made the turkey? Who made, we can go down the line. The greens. I think Johnny, he big on the greens. What is the dish that you are most picky about when it comes down to Thanksgiving, Johnny?
Most picky about? I'm picky about everything, but I'm gonna be most critical of that mac and cheese.
Okay, the mac and cheese.
Yeah, like you can fuck it up. The stuffing or the dressing is the one that, like, if it's good, I'm going. If it's mid or bad, I'm not. It got to be good for me.
You gotta taste it to know if it's good or bad.
It's an instant, like, that shit.
Okay.
It's one of those ones. It's either yay or nay. But the mac and cheese is the one where I'm like, because like I want the best of the best on Thanksgiving. So like that's the one where I really be hard on, depending on who make it too.
I dig it. Q, talk to us.
All right, and my phone's on like low percent, so I'm gonna peace out after this one. But I remember in the early 2000s when my family switched over to doing turkey. I think like a lot of families at that time that were black were started experimenting with turkey. So through a lot of trial and error, the turkey is a big one. I've actually learned to like really love turkey. I know the difference between dry turkey and like moist, like turkey that's done right. And so besides that, I would say my second one is banana pudding. The sister above me makes the best banana pudding. Some people do not put enough cookies in it. Some people put too much bananas in it. So I would say the banana pudding is like, yeah, that's one I'm serious about. I will scoop cookies. I will put more cookies in it if it needs to, take out bananas. But those are the two that, like I said, I feel as though are my focus at least. You know what I'm saying?
I dig it. So Kamu with Thrive Day.
All right. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving, fellas. I'll talk to y'all later, man.
Yes, sir.
Same to you, man.
Salute. Happy Thanksgiving.
With Thrive Day. What is the dish that you're not fucking with if it's done wrong?
Man, I'm just the eater. I don't want to lie, bro.
Hey yo,
that was wild.
Honestly,
nigga
yeah,
say
I
he
don't
like a
even look at
bunch.
food like that, bro. Like, you know, I don't even look at food like that, bro. Like, I'm just like, I'm all in, bro. Like, I go in. Yeah, I'm all in. Cause Christmas is a buffet, bro. Like, you eat everything. You can have fish and chicken and beef in the same dish, and the buffet. Braai happens on the 26th.
Hey,
Goodwill
can you
Day.
spell that real
Yeah, we're
quick?
just having. It's
Spell the word that you keep saying.
It's BRAAI.
You said PR?
Yeah, man. B.
Oh, Brive. Okay.
Yeah, braai. So basically, it's
Oh,
just
okay.
steaks and chops and vars. Also the vars I think you call it sausage, and sausage, yeah, in a griller and outside,
I didn't know that y'all rolled your R's like that inside South Africa.
yeah, man. I mean, yeah, for real, yeah.
Did the conquistadors go over there too?
That nigga eater for real. Hey, laughing.
But yeah, for real, yeah. But I mean, it depends. It depends, bro. Like when you are used, so we don't speak a lot of English, bro. I just speak English on the internet. Like with regular people, we don't speak English.
Nah, he's showing
Yeah,
off
but
today. He ain't never rolled these R's like
nah,
this.
He trying to find one in the
nah,
chat.
Yeah, he is. He just.
yeah.
This is my first time hearing it, bro. This is my first
Yeah,
time
that's what I'm
hearing
saying.
it.
Nah, he's showing off today.
Ain't no Latinas in the chat. Okay, so relax.
Yo, chill out, bro. Chill out.
Yeah, that ain't enough for FBA combo.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that's about it, bro. I'm an eater.
It's such a
stood on it.
I don't
like
know
that.
if like in America being an eater just means something different, but we gonna move on.
Get out of there,
Chuck,
Kamu.
talk to us.
For
Are you
me,
an eater? Start.
whoa. Slow down.
Hey, this is a safe space, man. Like, if you is, like, hey.
That was
Okay.
crazy.
I'm talking about sweet potato pie.
Okay.
The sweet potato pie has to be right. It can't just be any old sweet potato pie. It's got to be done right. So don't mess up the sweet potato pie.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
That is very true.
Old man, talk to us.
So it's 3 dishes that you got to get right, and not everyone can make them. So you got the potato salad, deviled eggs, and then you got the stuffing, aka dressing. So if you come in with something,
bro, I ain't going.
When you come in and say, "Oh, I made some stuffing," then I know you didn't make it right, because it's called dressing from where we from. So
facts. Okay,
that's how it's done.
Okay,
And then
I almost ain't go, bro. You can't be scared.
Yeah, and whoever's mixing the eggnog, you got to come correct too. So get that eggnog straight.
Okay. Quincy, talk to us.
Yeah, the dressing. Yeah, that's one of them because if it don't taste right, yeah. But the main two, which is one of the same ones, the sweet potato pie and actually the ham. My grandma, she passed earlier this year, but luckily, some kind of way, my uncle figured out how to cook a ham and sweet potato pie just like her. So luckily we lucky enough to still have that around for a little bit, but we got to find somebody to pass it to because we can't lose that.
Recipes is very big for Thanksgiving, like because recipes get lost, and like that grandmama, like or that auntie will pass, and she do that thing a certain way, and she don't ever tell nobody how. Like I've seen a lot of good shit go to the wayside.
Yeah.
That's one thing we did. Like my grandmama's salmon patties. They put her recipe on the cutting board.
Okay. I guess what I'd say is that if I'm going like picky, I guess it's kind of hard, but I probably say yams. To me, yams can make a plate. I'm a yams guy. Of course, the turkey as well, because nobody wants the dry turkey. And I would say that I don't know if this matters or not. Like we have the sweet potatoes and all that, but we do have at my Thanksgiving more times than not. We do have a very untraditional dish that is attached to it, which is the bean pie. Like I've stated how multiple times that we are well, I got parents that when I was young, I was a part of the Nation of Islam. So we were some bean pie making people, and it's become like a tradition inside the family. And you got to make sure that the bean pie right too. But yeah, those would be that. Kyle looked like you had a question.
Yeah, no. I just wanted to add something. So yeah. I mean, just to give it a small shout out to Nigerians, man. Since
We building
they
bridges
invaded
over
and
here.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, bro. Man, jollof rice, bro. So on Christmas we would have like different everything varieties like, and normally South Africans we cook like a clean rice. Like our rice is very clean, it's pure clean rice. And when
What does that
jollof is
mean? When you
around,
say
bro,
clean rice, you
I'm
talking
not
about it's
messing
just
with
like
it.
white rice? Is that what you mean by that?
Yeah, steamed white rice, and
Okay.
that's about it. Now, when jollof is there, bro, I'm betraying that clean rice, dog. I don't want to lie. Jollof is just delicious, man.
I've never had jollof.
Respect,
I can't even
respect.
like taste. Think. Well, I don't have like a taste of reference.
Hey,
You
I
gotta
told
try
I
it,
told you
brother. You
everybody
gotta
like
try
rice, Q. I told you everybody fuck with that rice.
who was that? Chuck Woo. Hey, Chuck Woo.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
man. Yeah, I think y'all got a bad representing in Atlanta, man. I had Jollof for the first time a couple months ago, and I ate it, and it tastes pretty much like regular, but with a little something on it, but regular. And we was at somebody's house for a birthday party,
That was Joe
and I and,
Rice.
and I asked her, I said, "Hey, did this Jollof rice?" She was like, "Yeah." And I saw like, you know what, this can't be the same one. She must do her own little thing, because it wasn't hidden, man. It wasn't hidden like y'all said it was. So y'all got a bad representative somewhere in Atlanta, man.
But to be fair, there's different regional variations of
Wait,
jollof. So
was they Nigerian?
Yeah, they was
yeah,
Nigerians. Yeah, 100%. They had the whole. What's those little balls y'all be cooking? The little balls y'all be cooking.
fufu
Uh,
pounded yam.
yeah, we went in the kitchen. They had the little balls cooking. I mean, it was a whole or the whole thing, outside of the
Yeah,
birthday party.
but everybody can't cook the same. That's in
Right.
every ethnicity.
That's why I say y'all got a bad representative out down here, man. Y'all got to let her know.
The the
So
best the best
What they
jollof I
call it?
think
The
comes from
fufu. Fufu fire.
yeah fufu. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I
But
never had the fufu.
I think the Yorubas make the best jollof. To be honest, I'm Igbo, but
What
the
you dip it
Yoruba
in?
jollof is
The
fire.
what's it called? The shit you dip the fufu in?
Different stews. It's
Yeah, I think
agusi.
Agusi.
Agusi
That's
is
it.
one.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Is,
Mostly
is that the
agusi.
one that's kind of slimy?
That's okra. Okra is the slimy one.
Okay. I see that. So okra is what makes it slimy.
I don't
Yeah,
like the
okra when
okra
you cook
shit.
it, it
I don't
becomes
like the
slimy. Yeah.
okra shit, bro. I don't even like American okra.
I like fried
I
okra, but
don't like
that's
okra over here. I don't like it over there.
All right, now listen, I'm an NC okra bowl too, but I guess so. We gonna get back into some of the things that y'all want to talk about.
But just real quick,
But we got
shout out to
go ahead.
sorry, shout out to Kamu. Much respect. No, I have no animosity about anything. Respect. But I gotta drop. I got some things I gotta do before tomorrow. So peace
all right,
out.
happy Thanksgiving, man.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir. All right, so
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, bro.
so this would be one more quick round table before we drop back into the guy that you wanted to have a conversation with is left, but we'll see what happens. Conversations to avoid during Thanksgiving. We're gonna do one more round table with this one. Johnny, talk to us.
Politics.
Y'all ain't talking politics around the table.
Well, it just depends what side of the family. It just depends. Like
What
I
about
think
the Myrtle family, the
you
dirty
got
Myrtle family?
it depends what side you on too, because like they be both sides got that. You got that cool side, and you got that got to be careful side, even on both sides. So it
Okay.
just depends where you at. It depends on location. You got to know who you talking to, who you not talking to. But politics is one. Uh, not necessarily religion, because most of us come from the same religious background. Relationship status, I know, could be depending on who you talking
Oh,
to.
that's a good
That
one.
could be
That's a
that could
good
be
one right there.
that
Actually,
could
yeah,
be touchy depending on
yeah,
who you.
that's a good one. Okay.
Yeah, but those the ones. And if you got any Dallas Cowboy fans, I would stray away from talking about them niggas too.
Now that's actually like a good conversation. That's a fire starter right there.
I don't like
That's
them.
a uniter. That
I don't
unite
like.
everybody in
I don't
hate.
like them. I don't like. Okay, with hate. Yeah, I don't like them.
Because the game gonna be on regardless.
Every Thanksgiving they gonna be playing.
You gotta have the game on,
They
even if
gonna be
nobody
playing.
even watched the game.
Yeah, just for
You gotta
the
have it on.
aesthetic. Just for the aesthetic.
Yeah.
That's it though. Those about those are only two.
Kamu, during Brave Day, what are some conversations that when everybody get together that y'all try to avoid?
To be honest, I think family politics. So going back in time, your grandmother did that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it always like ends up in people fighting, and So yeah, I think that's. But other than that, bro, we go into everything: politics, religion, relationships. We talk about everything. But family
Okay.
politics, it can get very messy.
No, that makes sense. And I imagine this. Well, your grandma, your granddad did this, and that's why you owe me this and that.
Hey, bro, it gets very messy.
Family
Yeah,
politics.
everybody don't pay their dowry. That's the issue. Oh man,
you don't get the same slice of the pie. Big
Oh
Mama
man,
die.
talk
You
to
don't
us.
get the same slice.
I would say religion is the top one.
Religion. Okay. Quincy.
Yeah, it's because I used to do my mom's side and my dad's side.
Mhm.
It's really on my mom's side. There's really no topics. I mean, we was knee deep in that whole Kamala Trump thing last August. We walked in the door on 10 about it. So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, so it was on.
They see what you was posting on Facebook. I got you.
You got like
they
is it
already knew.
moderates or like super liberals or how your family makeup? You would say.
Man, they drink the Kool-Aid, man. They like the talented 10th corporate Negroes. Man, I love them because I am them.
Boule, would you say boule?
Nah, I wouldn't say boule because we ain't up there. Like we got the bread, but we ain't in those circles. So if you get it, like we make the bread, but we don't really run in those circles
They're
like
the type
that.
of people that make greens in the bathtub. That's what.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
No. They just they just like they donated. They donate to
That's
the
hilarious.
they just
If you donate to your political cause.
Yeah, they just drank the Kool-Aid, man. They just drank the Kool-Aid.
Oh yeah, no, that's up there. If you donate, you got
you make
extra
enough
like that.
money.
Yeah. So they
You
drank
got
the Kool-Aid.
disposable like that. You got
If you donate to your institution and your political affiliation, you doing all right.
That's disposable income. I don't
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what
So, but like I said, we can still talk about it. We'll argue about it, but we still talk about it. And then on my dad's side, man, it ain't too much on my dad's side. It's stuff we kind of little landmines around certain people that we kind of just leave be, because you just know if you mention it, it's going left. So we just
What's some of those landmines?
It'd be certain people.
We on the live show, but I'll just say I'll just say certain events happen in the family, and certain people within the family didn't really show up the way that they were supposed to show up, and that just kind of left a big hole.
Hey,
in
It's
certain
like
relationships.
yeah, so it's like family dynamic shit.
Yeah, and it's just a little landmine. Like, hey, nigga, watch your mouth. Just don't say nothing. Just go on about your business. It's kind of like that.
Gotcha.
And you gotta
So
know
yeah.
because everybody it be a few landmines on every side too.
Oh
And
yeah.
it be a couple people you already know. I ain't even gonna like sensitive subjects. Let me not
Yep. So
stress. And that come with just coof too. Like there's certain people, even in my family, that have coof, and there's some that don't have no coof. And like you gotta even with the gossip, you gotta know the auntie that like, oh, you can tell her, you
but see,
can't
man, I'm
tell
telling
her
you.
because that one auntie that's got it, she gonna go and fuck the whole. I'll see y'all next year. It's
Yeah,
fucked
but
up.
see, you talking about coof. We ain't even talking about the family members who don't got cool. We talking about the people who usually level headed and cool. But because of something happened, it's on 10 soon as somebody mention it. So everybody just kind of make it a point to keep it on the up and up.
But the couth
You
come
know.
in. The person that mentioned it is the uncouth person. The person that just run in, come in hot. You ain't got no goddamn couth because you. Cause now we fighting.
Okay. All right. So let me throw the Unc real quick. Yeah, talk to us, Unc.
What up, Unc?
He said he can't come on. He's just listening.
All right. Said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, got you. All right, so my bad. I might have jumped the gun quickly. I think I got one more. We spoke about family dynamics, and I think that there is an important part about family dynamics with Thanksgiving that I love to get y'all thoughts on. Where there's this space that when we grew up, we all know like whose house we going to on Thanksgiving, and everybody's gonna gather there, and like that's the thing. As we get older, like eventually some of these spots and slots start needing to get filled, and like maybe it rotates. Maybe certain families are starting their own different little thing. What is y'all thoughts on again? Have you hosted and like the changing of where we're having Thanksgiving at?
Nah, I ain't never.
Can y'all hear me? My bad.
There
Yeah,
you
we
go.
can hear you.
Alright. Yeah, peace, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Love y'all. You know
Hey,
what I'm
love you,
at?
Unc. Happy
All
Thanksgiving.
right, man.
Same to you,
All right.
Johnny.
Oh,
Go ahead,
I'll
John.
go let Unc go. He hopped in there. I'll go let Unc go. But repeat the question. I got Unc threw me off.
Hosting again, like the changes in dynamic and things like that within families, hosting and like the whole revolving of like who's gonna host it as you get older. When we grew up, there was like
Yeah.
one spot that everybody knew that everybody was gonna be at. But as you get
Oh
older,
no, I get it. Yeah,
and I
nah,
imagine it's probably even happened with like the older generation as well. We just was a part of like that specific tree. Yeah, talk.
it's and like my sister a little older than me, so like she done kind of ran with that a little more than me, especially like early on. But no, that's the thing. Yeah, I've had to do it, and it ain't the thing I like the most, but it's something I know that it definitely is necessary, and that like especially like, as time passes, like like you become like the patriarch of the family and shit like that, to where like no matter how much you want to do it or like doing it, it's a necessary thing that like you have to do. And that's kind of where I'm grappling this year. Fortunately, I ain't got to do it, but moving forward, that's something I gotta like think about as far as like being that like my father's no longer here. I'm the son. Like
Okay, so
if
for a
I if
while, y'all used to host Thanksgiving.
yeah, even like even when he got sick, like I kind of help with most of do most of the stuff, but like my sister would have done it a lot too, and like
Mhm.
we've done way more at her crib, and like so I've kind of seen, but like moving forward, it's now gonna be between like it ain't my pops and the family at the beach ain't there as much either. They're getting older, so now it's like just me
It's
and my
falling on you
sister,
in your generation.
and so
Gotcha.
it's like it's something that like, but it's a necessary thing, and like it's you can't kick that can down the road. I feel like we in our 30s to where we've kind of trying to dodge that responsibility up until now, but now it's like shit.
Mhm.
If not us, who? And I think
Gotcha.
that's the thing with some of my generation is kind of like the reality setting in.
Gotcha. Come on, I don't know if I have like another version of this question for you. Yeah, I'm or do y'all have traditions where it comes down to like hosting, and have you as a part of like the generation that you're part of started to feel the need to encompass hosting and leading like these traditions?
Yo, man, man, it's very sad. Talking about our generation, and I'd even extend it to like, let's say, from people in their 40s, 30s, 25. None of us, bro, have hosted the Christmas. Very sad because we don't own properties like that. We're renting, and and I throughout the family gatherings, the family wouldn't come to your house if you're renting. They have to come to the
Damn,
actual
for real?
house, And
Oh,
our
now y'all
generation, bro,
elitists too over there. That's
yeah,
crazy.
Bougie.
yeah, bro. It's, we have to come to your actual, we come to your actual house, and our generation, we haven't been able to get ourselves to get ourselves houses. And we're not, bro. But I can't wait to get my house, bro. And I'm gonna make them wear the shikis. You know what? You know Kwanzaa.
You said you're gonna make them wear
I'm gonna send my
dashikis?
whole
Hey,
family
that's
to a Kwanzaa.
American Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa,
I'm gonna
is it
make them wear.
American?
Yeah. My family is heavily Christianized, bro. They're heavily
You
Christianized.
gonna
But
celebrate?
when they come to my house, bro, I'm gonna make them wear the shikis and stuff, and I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna turn it into a Kwanzaa. The whole Christmas thing. Because I'm not Christian.
But Kwanzaa after Christmas. It's the
They
next
know.
days after Christmas.
Kwanzaa starts on the 26th.
Yeah, it starts after Christmas.
Yeah, but also you must understand my family. The way we do Christmas in my family, hence we don't come to your house if you're renting. It's a camp, so we come on the 25th, 26th. We're still together, 27th, and then we leave on like 28th and stuff like that. So
Like
yeah, man, I
it'd
think
be a lot
Kwanzaa
of
for
y'all like you talking about like 12, 15,
yeah.
like groups.
Yo, bro, it's a lot. I mean, we trace our connection back to my Tammy's poor grandmother, who was born in 1870 something.
Oh, you
We all
foundational.
trace ourselves back to her, and that's bro. It's a lot of people. So which is
Gotcha.
why we can't come to your house if you're renting. We have to come like to an actual house with a yard, and
So y'all real big
we
on
can't
family
come to.
traditions over there too. Like you say, go back. Like y'all big on family shit, right? Family tradition.
Yeah, but it's Christianized, though. That's my
Thanksgiving ain't.
problem, bro.
Well,
I
he's
mean,
not celebrating
we don't
Christmas.
have
I mean,
we
Thanksgiving.
don't have
That's why he said
Thanksgiving.
Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Oh,
Um,
Christmas. I thought he said Christian. My bad. My bad.
but
Heavily Christianized, yeah.
yeah. But oh man, talk to us.
Holidays, it's been a rotation, so like and also we
Have you had the host?
no, not me. Nah.
Oh, you just a
I've
cool.
been a part of the home that was hosted. It was hosted at, but no, not me
You don't
hosting.
host, old man. Like
No, ain't cooking.
who hosting? You old man. Like you gotta.
So it'll be moms and then aunties. So it's a rotating thing. And then
Okay, y'all still got like the
yeah,
foundational group that's still
The
getting it done.
matriarch.
yeah, it's a rotating thing. And then also we be going to other people's houses too, friends' house. We getting all the food we can.
Oh, so you a part of the like I'm gonna show up here at 3,
Yeah.
leave there, go to the next spot at
That's the one
5.
thing about traveling
Leave
that
there,
fuck you up. You can't bring them plates back on the road. Like
can't bring them back. I don't know what you even mean by that.
like Thanksgiving, I'm coming back Friday. Like I don't know, like my refrigerator in the hotel ain't gonna be big. I don't look like I ain't gonna be able to create
Oh, are you talking about like your own specific
Wait, hold on, hold on.
thing?
Wait, Johnny, I have
leftovers.
a
Yeah, I
question.
can't
You
bring
sleep at
leftovers
the
back like I
you
want to.
yo, Johnny, when you go to a family Thanksgiving, you sleep at a hotel?
With this particular, yeah, we going, yeah, we sleeping at a. Well, I'm sleeping at a hotel. Yeah, personally, yeah, I'm sleeping.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought that Kamu was gonna ask you if you sleep at a hotel in general, and I was gonna die if he said that. But okay.
Yeah. Nah. But when I'm going down here, because yeah, I'm sleeping. It's not. It's like right around the corner. But yeah, I would personally like
No,
my
man,
own.
but I think you're stealing away the experience of being with family, dog. Like sleeping together, sleeping in a car, like sleeping, you know.
Hey, is that a marriage thing? I'm asking
You,
Johnny. Is it a marriage? Because you ain't married.
well, no, because like I got family that's like kind of sick right now, and then like I got my godparents and stuff like that, and I just don't know like how many extra bedrooms are gonna be available. So I just like I get the hotel room. Like it's okay.
Yeah,
Like, it's
and then
cool.
Johnny, tell him that you a bachelor for life.
Man, shut up, man. Like you ain't even gotta put my business like that. Like you ain't even gotta put
What?
my business out there like
How
that.
many?
But
They ain't put your business out there. You done talked about being single Johnny forever.
but
You
but
just
but, but
told us like on the To Be Fair, so you just told us a story about you being outside like a week ago.
but if they ain't watch it, they don't get to hear that.
Oh,
You
okay,
know,
my bad,
yeah,
my
y'all
bad.
gotta tune in.
No,
That's why
no, no,
y'all
no.
gotta.
But Johnny, my question, I'm trying to establish the hotel thing, dog. Like, is that what all of you do? Like, you don't
Well,
sleep
no,
at your
I
people's
don't
houses?
normally do this. Like I trust me, I stay with like I went to Cali. I stay with family. Like I stay with family a lot of. It's just this particular time. There's a lot of people, and I just don't know if there's gonna. And I could get my own room and have my own
This is a
space.
new scenario in which like you just filling it out. So you felt
Right?
the best,
Yeah, and it's
best
like
case
I.
scenario is just get a hotel room so you ain't have to worry about
Yeah, and so like yeah, it's like cause like yeah, I'm not staying where I usually stay, and like I don't know, like y'all gotta yeah, it's not. This usually don't like trust me, Kamu. I don't mind staying with my cousin. I stay with my cousin Kamu. I love to do that shit too, but this time it just ain't like shake out that way. But yeah, I'm not opposed to staying with family at all.
it.
I
All right,
love to do
Quincy,
that shit.
y'all hosting Thanksgiving at the crib.
Not this year. I actually was fortunate to host in 2019 before my
Okay.
mother passed in 2020. So I was like the first and the only grandchild to host up to this point. So yeah, so
Oh,
I
that's
got it.
hey, that's blessings. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, I got a good wife, man. She from the bayou
Hey, you said
down
the
there.
first and the only. You got to tell them that they got to step their game up.
Hey, I mean, I don't shame, man. Hey, man, people they on their own timeline,
He
man.
said, "You said it, nigga, not me."
Yes, they on their own timeline, man.
I
So
like that. I don't shame
yeah,
they on their own timeline. I'm gonna use that one from now on.
yeah,
He said,
yeah.
"Nigga, you said it, not me."
Yeah, so like I said, I was able to do it one time. But another angle you didn't mention, Q, about getting older
Okay.
is once you get a woman, you got to split that time with your woman and her people.
Oh, my
So
woman's
so
family too. Yeah.
yeah, so not only do like for me,
Mhm.
on my dad's side, it was both sides. It was always at grandma's house mainly, and then at a certain point, um, on my dad's side, it wound up going to my aunt's. My aunt, when my grandma got a little too old, and my mom's side, it just started putting it in the rotation at some point. I'm not sure when, but sometimes it started bouncing around. And like I said, I got in the rotation one time, but like I said, my wife she stay out of town, so we alternate Thanksgiving. So it's kind of maybe I do it next year, but I always got to try to make it a point to still be in Georgia, so I could at least go back home to my dad's side. So I don't miss out on my dad's side. So yeah.
Gotcha.
That's one
Talk to us.
thing. Oh yeah, what up,
All right, I think
But nah,
might be
and that's one thing
go
I
ahead, Johnny.
will say about this Thanksgiving, which is like I don't know, like the last couple Thanksgivings was sad because like my pops was sick and like I don't know, it was kind of like a burden knowing like this gonna be like the last
Mhm.
and like it kind of sound kind of fucked up, but like it's like almost a freeing feeling this Thanksgiving, knowing that like it's not gonna be like
You're not
it's like
mourning a pending event.
yeah, it's like it's so weird, and I feel bad about like feeling this way. But it's like the last thing, it was kind of sad because like we knew, and then this Thanksgiving, it's like almost like a freedom to where like I can actually like appreciate the family that I got and stuff. Where last time it was so like it was just like it
It
was
felt like more of
all
a burden.
yeah, all about my to where like I'm thankful for that too, but it feels fucked up to say.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'd say so for me, I think that I'm on a 2-year run of not having to host, in which like we're enjoying over here. But I think I'll pick back up next year. Um, they tried to swindle me back into hosting this year, but I said no. We're gonna pull up on y'all. We just gonna go collect plates. But yeah, I think that since I moved into the house, probably 2020, 2021, 22, 23, I probably had like a 4-year run in which I hosted. And like I do enjoy hosting. I enjoy. I mean, I host a few different things here at the house, and for me, the beauty is that like you get to enjoy yourself as much as possible, and you ain't got to drive home. All you got to do is go upstairs. That is the beauty of it. And if you shut it down early enough, but people still want to hang around, you got some helping hands to clean up while y'all still take a couple shots, right? You just gotta learn how to like coordinate it. Johnny be one of the guys.
Trust me, I know.
But
I already know.
but yeah, I think that there is also like a specific burden of hosting. You gotta make sure that you invite all. Like you gotta send out the whole like the whole invite thing. So with me and my people, I guess I'm the oldest that's local. So yeah, and I just had to like the newer spot. So more times than not, like it was just like, all right, we'll all pull up on at a Q spot and we'll kind of do the Thanksgiving thing. And yeah, like I said, I enjoy hosting it, but there is a space where eventually it's like, all right, there's so much more planning that comes into it, and then
And we gotta pull up the Unk spot next year.
Yo. Yo,
can y'all hear me?
can y'all hear me?
What up?
Yeah, we hear you. I'm gonna throw it to you in a second. All right. But yeah, saying all that to say, yeah, I've enjoyed like the responsibility of hosting. It has kind of came throughout a few ones, but I also do enjoy the idea of not having to. And to what Quincy said, the trick is that when you host, then you just get to invite both sides. So then it's up to them to pull up or not. But like this year, I think maybe we'll make the 2 stops. I think my mom is doing something, so we're gonna pull up over there. If she want to pull up at a people's spot, we're gonna pull up. She said that she might want to just lay it down early. We're gonna see. But yeah, it does end up being a thing to consider, Johnny.
I got one. Hey, do y'all got one side of y'all's family that
Well, Johnny, let's throw the Unk first before you ask this new question.
Okay, I got this. Is a good one too.
Okay, we're gonna get to that after you at the Unk. Unk, talk to us.
What up, Unk?
Let me try and unmute Unk. Maybe that helps. Unk.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Y'all talking about hosting, right?
Yeah. Or like how hosting evolves throughout time within family and
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. You know yourself. With you growing up, it was always your house. You know what I'm saying? It would always be that was the spot. You go wherever you want to go, but you had to stop by there. You big sis. You know what I'm saying? So it was more or less like, that's what it was then. But as you got older, I do some hosting. I do a little bit of something. It don't be that big of a crowd, you know what I'm saying? But it be enough of us, And even when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? When
See, when your brother used to stay with me, I always end up working on Thanksgiving. I done had to come home and just be two of us, and I come home and I fix something to eat, and we watch football and stuff like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we didn't go nowhere, something like that. But yeah, I have hosted, and I don't mind. I don't mind hosting. I kind of like it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like having people at the house and things of that nature. So you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? If someone comes through, and you know what I'm saying, I think I'm a pretty decent host when it comes down to things or whatever. But I don't. I kind of like it too to go somewhere else where I don't have to put in all the work. But sometimes you
yeah,
putting
that's
in the
the give
work.
and take of it, Unc. I ain't gonna lie to
Yeah,
you.
the work.
The convenience of being at the crib is fire, but then also not having to plan nothing and just pull up is also so fire.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. You have one dish you got to bring,
Yeah.
and
Or a
just make
bottle.
sure it's not the
Dish or a bottle.
you can a bottle or one dish. Just make sure it's not the potato salad because don't nobody want to have that argument. But you know how that goes.
Yep.
That's the family fight right there. Bad potato salad make the whole Thanksgiving go to hell. So you know, but
It
yeah,
ain't
I
going
enjoy
nowhere.
Yeah.
it. Bad potato salad mess Thanksgiving up. But yeah,
Y'all can keep the
y'all,
good potato salad too. I'm okay.
Got you. All right,
I
Johnny, you
got
had a
you.
question, right?
Yeah. Okay, so my question is going to Piggy to going to hosting. Is there one side of the family that you prefer to host or that cook way better and have you reason like when you gotta go with the other side? Or is it like cause I got one.
That's always the place. That's why you tell people what they bringing. You never leave it up to
Yeah.
them. Yeah, you tell, okay, you make the potato salad, you make this, because we all know who can cook and who can't.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. You bringing sodas. That's all you bring is sodas. Sodas.
But I'm talking about what if what if the auntie that can't cook got a host? How we handling that?
She never hosts.
We don't know if she can host, but the thing is make it a potluck. That's when it become a potluck.
Oh,
Then
so everybody gets
potluck.
something.
Yeah, cause
Everybody, bro. Cause you know
let her make that. She can cook
it's
one
some
thing. Let her cook that one thing.
it's some
Potluck.
of us
Everybody brings something.
like my sister go crazy. Like you got it, but it's a couple aunties. Hey, I apologize, but like you they ain't cooking everything.
I have never been to an auntie's house that we knew couldn't cook if that was the host. That was never like an option. Like
Yeah.
whoever's home it was, the main person could cook.
So it's always somebody. Well, that's
It's always somebody that
nah.
could cook.
But then you think about it like a
It been
lot
a
of times
couple
what it
like
is,
it been
women that can't cook always find a man that can cook. Not 9 times 10, the husband can cook. Somebody in the house to cook. That's how I always knew how it to be. You know what I'm saying? Somebody in the house to cook, but when it comes down to it, but
I'm
if
saying
I was just saying for
this new generation, they ain't get the mama recipes. I done been to some struggle Thanksgivings.
oh Lord,
Been some
mm-mm.
but like, but
Potluck, man.
I know it's some people. Hey, look, we ain't got to worry about that over here, but over here, you know.
Yeah, you go someplace and they give you some damn canned greens. You Thanksgiving canned greens. I'm mad
Hell
as
yeah.
hell. What the
Ain't
hell?
got no
Come
pork,
on
no
now.
turkey in these motherfuckers.
Who the hell don't know these canned greens? Come on now. Come on.
Hey, so I'm sorry, that's all I'm saying. But like, hey, the potluck method, we gotta attack this as a group.
Yeah,
We
but you
gotta
know what I'm saying?
see.
If you have family members, everybody have a specialty that most people like, you know. So if it's a specialty that everybody like, that's when you do the potluck. If this person make good pot roast, you let them bring the pot roast. Let this person, so and so. You fry the turkey. You this that whatever,
I like
and you
that
bring the
method. I
damn
like that.
sodas. That's all you bring is
I
sodas
like that
and a
method,
bag of ice.
but the new generation, we gotta learn these
Hey,
things
ice be
because
clutch
like
though.
all our cousins can't cook like our aunties, and you gonna go to a cousin house and she ain't get the recipe from grandmama like that, and but we all bring something we can eliminate that. So I like
Yeah,
that.
y'all, that's a struggle. That's struggling right there.
But it's the
I
new
feel you.
generation though. Like I feel like our generation, like we just talking about, like a lot of people pass away without like showing, but like I feel like our generation, like a lot of our parents, our aunties, them passed away, and
Yeah,
we haven't
I
had
know what you're saying.
we
A lot of
haven't
y'all
had the
didn't add.
practice. Yeah,
Can you cook, Johnny? Can you cook?
I could cook good enough to
You
feed
dabble.
myself.
You heard what just
You
happened.
I
Though.
dabble.
no,
I dabble.
oh
heard what just
Lord,
I
happened.
dabble. Hey,
nah,
You
Johnny,
heard
you
what
get
just
them cup of
happened.
noodles you be eating. I see Johnny eating noodles all the
hey,
damn
hold on, wait a
time.
minute. Hey, wait a
No,
minute. Hey, Q. Taj done had the spaghetti.
Hey, Johnny's
Taj
the
had the
soda guy.
spaghetti.
Johnny's the soda guy.
Taj had the
That's
spaghetti.
the soda guy. You're
What
not bringing spaghetti to Thanksgiving,
Taj said,
Johnny.
I'm saying though, but she said like what she said about it.
We're not talking about your spaghetti, nigga.
She said it was
Move off
stand up.
if you bring some
She said
spaghetti at
it was stand
Thanksgiving,
up spaghetti.
we
I'm
know
saying
you
I can
can't
get
cook.
Johnny,
We know
it's
you
silly
can't
that
cook.
you saying that you're gonna bring spaghetti to Thanksgiving.
You
I'm
bring
saying what
spaghetti
do
to my damn
like what do
Thanksgiving,
I
everybody
have
eating
to
that
cook?
shit.
Like what do I like? I mean like I can't
Excuse me.
like I can't do like all the things, but like I can get down with a couple of greens, but like mac and
Can
cheese,
you make
like
greens?
people
Can
might
you make
make.
greens?
I say I could do greens, but the mac and cheese, shit might not be the best. You probably get somebody else to get the mac and cheese.
You can
Like
make greens. If you can make greens, you can cook. You can
I know
make
how to
greens.
get that. I know how to
Decent
get
greens.
down with some greens. Yeah, I know how to get down with a couple pot of greens.
So
But like,
Okay.
we can all try Johnny's greens.
I'm gonna have to try your greens, Johnny. I'll let you know.
Here's a test. Here's a test. What's the first thing you got to do with the greens, Johnny?
Yeah, what you first? All
Where?
right. Where you washing them at?
Where?
Where you washing them?
In the tub,
in
Johnny.
the
Where,
fucking
Kamala?
sink.
Where,
In the
Kamala?
sink. In the fucking sink. Y'all not gonna stop. I'm
What
not
type of
down.
what type of meat do you? What type of meat are you seasoning them with? You know you season them with.
Oh me,
What
I'm
you,
gonna put some ham in that. I'm big on the pig, big dog.
oh man, you finna knuckles.
I'm big.
No, you got to
I'm
put that.
big.
You got to use that turkey tail. Yeah, use
Nah,
that
we
turkey
big.
tail.
We
Nah,
big
it's
on
a
the
pork.
pig. We big on the pig down here,
No, yeah. Have y'all ever had smoked turkey tail?
Have you
That
ever had
it.
greens with the pork in it?
Yes. I grew up when I was younger. Yeah, but I'm just saying I just transitioned over that because it tastes the same. So if you use one, you use the other. It tastes the exact same way.
Hey,
I
hey,
ain't
y'all ever had those
I ain't got no
glory?
issue with my religion. Hey, we big on the pig over here.
Hey, y'all ever had the Glory Foods seasoned collard greens?
They're not the
I've
worst.
had them
They're not
before.
the worst. They
They're,
they all right.
they're not that bad, but they
Y'all said
decent.
it.
They're decent enough. They're good Tuesday if you know
Yeah,
doing
Yeah,
last minute type
exactly.
thing.
They a good
they close
Tuesday.
enough.
They a good
Yeah,
Who
they're
y'all
Tuesday.
close
said?
enough.
Y'all said the who?
Glory
Glory.
Foods
It's like them
seasoned
orange
collard
can. It's
greens.
like the orange can,
Hmm.
something like that.
Let me go look this up.
Yeah,
I can tell
because
you.
Yeah, they called me out. They called me off good. How good they were, man.
I wouldn't say how good.
I used them and
Like
I made
Oh no,
collard green
yeah. I
gumbo
might have
the
had
other week with them.
inside my
I
single
made a collard
mayonnaise.
green
I
gumbo the other
definitely
week
had
with
it.
them. It was
Yeah.
alright.
they
Yeah,
not as good as
Yeah.
like the fresh joints, but like if you can't
No,
do the
ain't
fresh
nothing better
joint,
than the fresh ones. No, you're not gonna beat them. But when it comes down to the last minute, that's about the best you're gonna do. Like I said, they're good Tuesday category. They
Tuesday,
are.
Wednesday. I feel what you're
Yeah,
saying. If it's a
Yeah.
Tuesday or
yeah.
mm.
Wednesday, I fuck with yeah.
I
Yeah,
definitely cracked
fuck with
those.
it.
It was like, I
Not
ain't
for
They
mad.
ain't no
Thanksgiving
Sunday
though.
now.
You can't pull
Sunday,
or Sunday.
you can't pull them on Sunday and invite nobody at your house on no damn. Excuse me, on no Sunday and tell them and pull out a can of glory green. They're gonna look at you like you crazy. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, that's not Sunday. You right. Amen. I feel exactly. I feel what
All
Unc
right,
saying.
fellas.
Right there.
All right, let's transition to one of the hot topics. The topics.
Oh, I got one more thing I'm thankful for.
Okay, go ahead. We
I'm
listening.
thankful for that dude that shot those National Guards wasn't black.
Oh, that
I just
okay.
had
Okay.
to-
Yeah,
That
okay.
wasn't
Johnny,
black.
I guess you.
Hey,
Okay. Thank
It's
you. Thank
a
you.
good
Yeah.
alley oop for you, Johnny.
you
I know
got to
that
say
you
the
want
rest
to
of
bring
that
it up.
like louder too, because
What do you
Listen,
mean?
that was a really strategic pause, though.
you got to say the rest of that louder.
He did it. The dude that shot the
So he
National
wasn't black. I woke up. I woke up
wasn't black.
late after that. I saw it when it happened. I had to go to sleep or whatever. But
No,
yeah, so
yeah,
he
It,
wasn't
it's
black.
good.
Good.
So,
Good.
fellas, I
Woo.
haven't.
he was
Yeah,
one of
I
those
haven't
new
did enough
arrivals.
research on it. Can somebody,
When you
maybe
said
old
new
man or
arrival,
who might know, give me a breakdown of what happened? I know that there was a shooting in Washington D.C. They said that it was close to the White House, maybe streets away or something like that, and at least one National Guard was shot. Is there any information?
I don't know the details because it happens just not too long ago. So,
Yeah.
but I think his last name or something like that is Akbar or something like that.
No. They got it. But 43 minutes ago, CNN. I'm gonna mess this up, but it's Ramanila Lakanwal. I know I messed that all up, but he ain't FBA, so it's all good.
He got one of them HB2 visas.
Yeah, he can't. I guess he can't. Hey, if what I heard was correct,
HB2 visas.
Supposedly he came in 2021, so that's when he came.
Suspect identified.
Oh, yeah,
So
HB2.
yeah, it's so new. I don't know the details, but the main thing I was looking for was making sure he wasn't black. So that's cool.
Hey, Kamu, you recognize that last name?
He a cash tail of Vivek or something like that. Yeah.
I heard you say the first name Amandla.
Ramanila.
Hey, get out of there, Kamu.
It's
Raman R-A.
D. It's D. R-A.
No D's. I'm gonna spell it for you. I'm gonna spell the first and last name. It's RAHMANULLAH,
Yeah, it's R-A.
and then the last name is LAKANWAL.
Oh wait, is it? This is no, that can't be it. All right,
You know him, Kamu? Kamu looking down and shit like
Oh,
man, you know him?
Yeah, you gotta get your games together.
Why you keep laughing like that?
Let's move on to the next subject.
Yeah, let's move on.
Cousin, bro.
We ain't getting Kamu in trouble. Move on. To the next one.
All right. It
Kamu
looks
look like that was his cousin. Oh, not cousin.
Bro, look down, started counting his fingers and shit. Like,
it looks like this is the person.
So that's him.
Yeah, this is what I was able to find.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, folks out there wilding, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, he don't have our tone to him.
he looked like he got some anti-black sentiment in him.
Oh, did y'all see how on Twitter they showed all the origins of the profiles and put everybody on blast? Did y'all see that?
Origins of the profiles.
What's origins profiles? What you talking about?
So on Twitter, I think over last weekend, I think Friday night, they put out a feature that showed if you click on the profile, it says origin of the creation of the profile.
Yeah.
And it showed a lot of them. Yeah.
They was all from South Africa.
They're overseas. They're overseas.
No.
Well,
No,
I know like a lot of the white supremacist shit was based in like India or something like that.
India, China, and come on, you go like this, Nigeria.
I know. I saw
Bro
it.
said, I told y'all.
I was all in it.
Hey, but we been knew the Nigerians were scamming though.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that one, and then they showed.
That.
So that was from the MAGA angle, and then from another angle, like just the whole like a lot of them hip hop blogs where they be posting a lot of hip hop stuff with the big followers.
Yeah.
Dude, they was like Poland, India, damn show India. Yeah, one guy was Mexican in Canada. I mean, just all kind of. Oh, matter of fact, a lot of the MAGA accounts was India too. So it put everybody on blast, bro. It put everybody on blast.
They're trying to destroy us through a soft war, interior war. Yeah.
Fair.
Oh yeah, and dude, a lot of those Negroes ain't ish accounts. Hey, Kamu, not your people, but from your continent, You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it exposed everything, bro.
Fuck with them nowhere.
So wait, you mean throughout the continent, not just the green and white ones?
Yeah, no, it was some in Kenya. Yeah, it was some up in Kenya, some in Ghana, definitely Nigeria. Yeah, it was spread around a little bit.
Green and white one.
So I'm a little lost on what is this all about? Like these are different accounts that people are talking trash about black people.
So on what was it? I guess last weekend at some point in time, they made
on Twitter.
it where you could see Twitter where all of the like profiles, like so all the users on Twitter, you could see where the account originates from.
The
So where this
location.
person is making these tweets from.
Okay.
And with that, it exposed a lot of how a lot of the inflammatory conversation that you see online in America isn't coming from Americans.
Okay, yeah. It come from tethers. A bunch of tethers.
Foreign
Well,
people,
but
huh?
I
Not
think
no,
that
they don't even
if you
no,
if
no,
you
no,
use the
no.
word tether to mean people that just
They are
aren't
in
American,
America.
maybe, but it's like mad
Yeah.
Indians, Chinese, like they're from everywhere.
Yeah, they're not tethers because
not
they're
in America.
they're trying to destroy us. So it's a whole
Oh,
different
I
thing.
see what you're saying. It's like a worldwide attack on black Americans.
No, just America.
On America. On
On
America.
America. Oh, okay, okay. I see what you're saying. They want America to self-destruct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like a
Yeah.
lot of the
Well, it's
MAGA
because
Basically,
we're
have like
accounts
a
stupid.
from
It's
India.
because
A
we're
lot of
stupid.
the white supremacist accounts are from like you know what I mean, from India or China.
yeah. They're looking for an internal war here, basically like a world
Mm-hmm.
war, with
But
us
we're
to
falling
fight
for it
against each
because we're
other.
stupid.
Okay, I got what you're saying. That's ridiculous though. It is.
But I'm thankful for
It's
us, though. I'm
quite
thankful for all
trifling.
of us
Yeah.
stupid
Oh
motherfuckers.
yeah. I ain't tell y'all what I'm thankful for.
Talk
My
to us.
bad. I was listening to y'all. Yeah. I'm thankful for, you know what I'm saying, being able to see another year, see another Thanksgiving, you know.
Amen.
I'm thankful for, you know what I'm saying, everybody, you know, I'm thankful for having y'all as new family members and the ones that, you know what I'm saying, and I consider y'all family now because we be together. You might not see each other in person, but you know what I'm saying, y'all part of my tribe, so I'm thankful for y'all. And I'm thankful that, you know what I'm saying, I'm still gainfully employed because some that's not that, you know what I'm saying, I'm thankful that, you know what I'm saying, tomorrow I might not have the best meal, but I will have a meal. And I might be, you know, my family went out of town because I have to be working a little bit. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm just thankful, you know, for a lot because, you know, God made a way for me another year and another thing and be able to do all this. And, you know, I'm just thankful. That's it.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I dig it. I dig it. All right, so we do have to get into one of the questions of the night. I'll toss it to you. I'll just throw it out there. I think that Old Man and Chuck started to engage in it. I paused it just so that we can rehash it a little bit later and set its own full conversation. Were FBA present for the first Thanksgiving?
No. I'm out.
Yes.
I think so. I think so because I don't know. With me, I say yes. Because if you know what I'm saying, if you like, I'm not saying that people are not from Africa, but we were here. We were here years before they landed here. We had colonies. You know, we had our own colonies or tribes or whatever you want to call them. We were here. So if they came upon to think about this right here. Um, Indians are darker skinned people, right? So if they had a description for Indians, right? For them to call them Indians, for them to see them, they had to be people with darker tone, not just, you know what I'm saying? That's not, you know, I believe it was a mixture because I believe they came over here and kind of, you know, put the bloodline with the ones that was here, but we had been here for a couple of hundred years, which meant we're here. So I believe we did have some type of, we
I
were
got a
there.
question. I got a question. Q, when you say were we here, does that mean like were we present on the land or did we actually take part
No, the
in the
first
first?
I said for the first Thanksgiving.
Did we
Because
take
I
part?
imagine like the slave trade had already started happening during
But y'all saying
before
did we take part in
prior
it?
to the first Thanksgiving, but yeah, were we a part of the first Thanksgiving? The next question is going to be was Black Indigenous a part of the first
Oh,
Thanksgiving?
sorry,
But
jumped
like
the gun.
I'll answer like this. I believe we were present on the land, or they were darker skinned people on the land. I don't believe those are the ones that assimilated to the Jamestown colony and like took part in the first Thanksgiving ritual. Like I don't believe that was FBA or people that ended up being FBA. I think those were Indians that ended up assimilating. And I think those are people that showed them the way of the land. But I don't think the FBAs were the ones that took part in that first quote unquote Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't think we was sitting down eating with them. Like we might have been holding on to the horses or back in at a little hut or something. I don't think we was in the area, but I don't think we was sitting down, eating with them. As far as
Yeah,
the
but
African slaves,
Partaking in the thing.
yeah, the African slaves, not the
but was
black indigenous, that's,
But I think
but
they
wasn't
did
the
have, because they talk
navigator
about like
black?
the Pocahontases and the people that helped them with the harvest, and that's where the Thanksgiving come from, because there were Indians that helped the white man with the
hmm
harvest, and that's where the Thanksgiving comes from. Not necessarily from like the indigenous, but it's the ones that did like, and I think that's where Thanksgiving comes from, with them thanking the Indians that did help them out. Versus there's a bunch of them
They
that wanted to kill them.
or something else. But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
I mean, look,
we already
I mean,
kind of
but Thanksgiving
we
comes
already
down.
went down this line in which the thanks and giving part does come from like a different whatever. We ain't got to rehash that
But
part.
I'm saying, but
But
the John, you talking about James Smith or John Smith and like Jamestown, like that didn't, like that wasn't a part of like the Thanksgiving tradition that we have
or
today.
I'm just saying like the thanks and the giving part has also like a pagan background to it that comes from Rome. But
Hey,
like that's its own different thing. That like I think like years later was like attached to it,
But
but
I'm saying, but yeah,
there
but like,
was
was
like the
there not a
traditional thing.
harvest like here? I think there was
All
a
right, so now you're
harvest,
saying the harvest. There's a different thing.
but
mm.
our Thanksgiving is based on that
Yeah,
harvest, not the pagan.
we ain't got to rehash the thing. That's why I
Hey,
just said that. Like again, like you started using words that were taken from a pagan thing, but if we're just saying the harvest is cool.
yeah.
It should be easily tracked, right? So if we look at old indigenous territories from where they landed and where they said this Thanksgiving took place, you can easily track what tribe it was. I don't have that information, but to me,
Okay.
it's not important that it was so-called foundational, dark skin, the darkest of the dark, black people at it. Obviously, we're here on this land. There's hundreds and hundreds of indigenous tribes at that time. So whether we were directly at that mill or around or nearby that mill, it's all the same thing. Like if the story is true, the story is true.
But you don't
So
think the distinction between the indigenous people that worked with the white people and the ones that didn't makes a lot of difference?
because black and redskin indigenous work with the white people. That's the tricky part of this whole history.
So black
At that
slaves work
point,
with them also. You're saying
people
that like the black
were
ones work.
figuring out sides, just like today, where people, I'm
Okay.
African, I'm African American, I'm foundation of black. People are figuring out sides, right? And they figuring, some people side with the right, the left, some people side with white people, and they don't care about other black people, and they just worried about their family. So I don't think it's any different than today's kind of scenario. It's like when you got an invasion, or what did you call it the other time?
Invasive species.
Invasive group of people trying to demand and take over whichever way
Nigga
they
called them
can.
bold.
People are trying to survive at this point. So it's like
But
even the
but I'm saying,
Europeans had black people that came with them
but
on
I'm
the
saying
ship.
even the Indians that assimilated with them, you're saying like you're giving those ones grace as well, because like
I don't
I
give
make
it.
a
Give who
distinction.
grace? Who you
But
talking about?
yeah,
Give grace?
like so you
Like the
think that they
Pocahontases of the world and stuff like that that help these white folks create, like, survive to create the colony. Like I think
but
that's a
why
big.
I guess maybe I'll ask you this. Like why wouldn't you give them grace? Like you think that they
Well,
knew
but
that these
because
people
I
were coming to take
because I
over the
think
land and
but
rape and
can
pillage their
I'll
people?
tell you
Okay, go ahead.
because they talk about how like the colony wouldn't have survived if it wasn't for these Indian folks that helped them. And I think like if they
But
didn't, like the colony wouldn't have, like, it survived and became like a crazy thing. But if they're saying like
but
y'all
why would
helped
you
us
help
survive.
people for doing like the actual right thing in comparison to just giving them grace because they didn't know that these people would continue on and do evil, quote unquote? I think like you can give somebody the grace if they actually did what like the altruistic thing would be. Like you would, like as humans, you would naturally want to help the next person, right?
I think,
and
like,
just because you help the next person, you shouldn't be condemned for helping, like doing a good act.
But I'm saying,
If
but
they have
if you
not
get, but
shown
if you
you that
get
they're going
helped,
to do
if you
evil,
get helped and it's like directly like
right. But if they
it's
hadn't
directly
shown you,
like a
but if they
detriment to
hadn't
this
shown you
other
that they're going to do
community.
evil, but
I
if they
think their
haven't
presence
shown you
in
that they're
general.
going to do evil first, and you help them, like,
yeah.
why would you condemn that person because they're just doing what's right?
You don't know the intent of another person, and also you got to remember at this time they trying to figure out what each other is saying. They don't even speak the
This
same
is another-
language.
right.
That's okay, man.
They might as well be. Since we started with science, they might as well be aliens from outer space because, like, it's like they haven't been in contact with each other for hundreds of years. So it's like, I don't know you. You're a strange being to me.
Okay, but I'm saying, but like their closeness and proximity to the whites didn't help certain Indian folks in regards to their battles with other Indians and them taking over the land and then wiping out other Indian folks. I think these white people, they gave them certain weapons that then helped them when they would go to war with
You
other
said the Indians
Indians.
gave the white people weapons.
No, I'm saying the Indians gave the white people gave Indians weapons. So when they had wars with other Indian folks, they were better armed.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
what are you
they,
saying? Though?
but that was with everyone.
Yeah,
everyone had that. No matter where you went to, even if you go to South Africa, that's what happened there. That's, you know what I'm saying, that's in Africa as a continent. That's how it goes. No matter where they went to, that they came and
pretty much
battled, they would give
colonization.
one side. They would give one side weapons to go against their own self. It's just, it's nothing but a trick. It was a trick that was done there. It was a trick that's done everywhere. No matter where they colonized it, they colonized the same way. That's just the way they colonize. So you can't, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just thinking out loud. My bad. I just asked.
No. I'm just saying, but that's a part of them colonizing. And if you come down to self-hatred towards, not self-hatred, but hatred towards someone, you wasting your time to hate you because you can hate this, but you know what I'm saying, that means that you hate all of it. And that's,
but there is a certain
and right now,
towards colonization. Like we hate the colonizers. Right?
Yeah, but the whole thing is right now is that this right here, we're talking about Thanksgiving, and you know what I'm saying, as I think Quincy said it earlier, you know what I'm saying, it's just family time, and this is the time we ain't got to worry about. Let's not worry about this on this.
I agree with that.
Let's
history.
Fuck all the rest of that shit. Let's if you eat chitlins, get your bowl of chitlins and shut the fuck up.
Now that's slave
Excuse my
shit.
language, but that's what I'm saying.
That is slave shit. We better than that. As black people, as a
no,
whole,
I'm not. I don't eat it. I'm saying
we are better than that.
No. I'm not saying me. I don't eat it myself, but I'm just saying
I told my daddy that to his face. We do not need to be eating chitlins.
And the thing I want to say in response to the comment about, I hate it when people claim that they know what happened in the past, talking about a certain group of people are the only people that are indigenous to a certain region. No one knows this. No scientists, no one knows this. So the lands didn't look like they look now. People didn't look like they look now. Everyone was scattered and roaming and just surviving. So Africa, the continent of Africa, was not even called Africa. It had no name. It's just people surviving, living. So
right, but old man,
I get that, old man, but there were people here that helped the colonizers assimilate to this land.
No, I'm talking about the comment.
He's talking about like a way different topic.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you say to the idea? Like, we don't have to play like semantic game with the idea of like the continent being named Africa. We understand where the name came from, but that continent in general, and the oldest, like, remains of what we look at as Homo sapiens being from there. You don't think that means anything at all, or you think that that's fine?
I don't, because America will not dig up America just to validate who was here first. Right. So like South America, they'll dig up their lands to get more information about the Aztecs and Olmecs and stuff. We won't do that here. Mm-hmm. So we only know the information that we have looked for.
So you don't think that excavation in America is like a thing at all?
No.
If it was, then why won't they let anybody into the Grand Canyon? Certain places here. It's certain places here you're not even allowed to go, and it's just like most of the national parks out here. If you look at them, you're not. They put them there for a reason, and it's a lot of things you're not able to go there and do this, that, whatever. Why? And and it's certain things that if it happens, they'll take it. The Smithsonian Institute will get it and put it there, and it's just crazy.
Right, but I would imagine. So, like when you look at like the oldest bones found in the world, it's like all the countries that do excavation, like it all ends up being the oldest dated with land in Africa, and they can kind of track like the migration of people, and then even from what is it, Neanderthals to Homo sapiens, and like the assimilation between the two through like the progression of like the African continent through like that whole little Middle Eastern area, right? In America, I would imagine if there was also, I guess, like a species that existed around that time, it wouldn't only be inside a specific spot. Like it would be like they would pop up everywhere, because of in Europe there's remains of different groups that pop up in people's backyards. So they pop up in this spot here, this spot. Like you can go through like all the different spaces where excavation sites even might pop up at. It's not a planned excavation as much as like they find something inside and they start digging because of like a remain is found. I guess that's
the reason why I question that is because you know how many mounds and pyramids we have in North America, and they hide them and they don't like excavate.
That's what I
don't do that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of things that's here. The government. It's just we have a wicked government here, and they hide things from us because they think that what I'm saying, we as the people, their constituents, are ignorant. And they're gonna keep hiding stuff from us. Anything that you find, if you found something, what I'm saying, you found something in your backyard, and whatever, they're gonna come scoop it up and gonna take your whole house from you. That's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? And they can do. It's just there. They can hide whatever they want to from you, and they hide stuff from us all the time. They treat us like we're adult children, and they are they're the parenting us. And that's what happens. That's why I'm saying, like, these national parks, they're there for a reason. It's not just for them having the buffaloes roaming around and all this stuff, because it's something there that they're hiding.
The fact that America is where humans and like people, like I guess humans started from.
It's a Super Bowl.
Not about that. Just the history of these lands is the history of these lands. This land is a museum. All right, like we have the La Brea tar pits. I mean, I don't know the comparison about dinosaur bones in Africa compared to La Brea tar pits, but they never do that comparison. So when you say Africa has, as we know it, the oldest known human bones, but that's just as we know it. Like, so it's not like
there were different types of people. World. They had Homo erectus, the Neanderthal.
Yeah, I don't get into all the details. That's just another group of people naming crazy. Other people.
Mm-hmm. Hey, the times I ever hear them discovering quote unquote some in America, it's typically when they breaking ground for some construction and they stumble on some damn graves of slaves. I think that's the most I ever really hear about like anything. So and it did stand out. I think Tariq Nasheed was the one I pointed out a long time ago about how they don't really do excavations like that in America the way they do in South, like in South America and Mexico and all of that. So
they got the Amazon in South America. But...
It was interesting. I'm not a historian like that, but
But that's what I'm saying about, like, it's certain areas that they won't excavate, and they know not to. And I believe that's why I say it, like these national parks and stuff like that. It's something that's in there and out there that's why you're not allowed to go in there and can't go to these spaces and things of that nature. Even they had they say they found giant bones and stuff like that, but everything is hidden in the Smithsonian. Everything is there, but they hide it from everyone, and it makes no sense for them to hide it from us. It's not fair. It's not fair to us as people.
No, I get you. What I would say is like the La Brea tar pits. It dates to 50,000 years ago. between 10 to 50,000 years ago. The first Homo sapiens in Africa dates to I think 300,000 years ago. Like there's like a big jump.
So that's a contradiction too, because they're saying that now. So with that, that means man was here before dinosaurs.
Fuck science.
I think that dinosaurs would be way before 300,000 years ago.
But you're not. What was the numbers you gave again?
10,000 and 300,000.
Oh, so the dinosaurs were 300,000?
No, I said Homo sapiens.
Okay, so that's a contrast in history then, right? Because if dinosaurs were here first, they should be more than 300,000.
I'm losing what you're asking.
So you're saying, what I'm hearing from you, you're saying that there were human beings walking on land at the same time as dinosaurs.
No, I never made that statement.
That's what I got from what you said. So
no, I said Homo sapiens. Homo sapiens is like humans.
Yeah. So, like I said, I don't get into all the name and Homo sapiens and the type of human. I'm talking about people.
Like regular, what we classify as a human right now, like a man.
So
was 300,000 years ago.
Okay, so it's
that
clear
doesn't overlap with dinosaurs.
What I'm trying to say is, it's clear we didn't come from dinosaurs. So if we came from Homo sapiens, I'm considering them people because that's who we come from. So what? Like I don't.
Right. But no, Homo sapien is what we call a classic human right now.
Okay, so the information you just gave me says that the Homo sapien was on these lands before and during when dinosaurs were on these lands.
Like I'm not seeing where like you're getting that part of what I'm saying.
The Bear Tar Pit, you said 550,000 years.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that wouldn't have been
versus 300,000.
Yeah, all right. So dinosaurs were here 252 to 66 million years ago. Like this is like millions of years ago.
Yes.
What the timeline that I'm talking about is 300,000 years.
Okay.
Versus 50,000
thousands versus millions. Okay.
Yeah, like it's like
Dinosaurs
a
were here
really,
first.
really big gap in between it. The Brea Tar Pits would be 10 to 50,000 years. I'm just pointing out that there's maybe by like what is that, like 50x or 5x? I don't know. I don't feel like doing the math. But like is the like how much older the first Homo sapien is to the Brea Tar Pits?
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I guess the better comparison would be in Africa, any dinosaur bones that they found there. What were the oldest bones they found there for dinosaurs?
Like,
compared to Homo sapiens.
Maybe I'm missing, like, where is the correlation with the dinosaur thing? I'm not talking about dinosaurs at all.
It's millions of years. We talking about hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, we can't. I don't think you can't even compare the two of them together, can you?
No, but he didn't. Initially, you said La Brea Tar Pits. So you saying they found the La Brea Tar Pits 50,000 years ago? Is that what you're saying?
My bad. All right. So what do you know to be inside the La Brea Tar Pits?
Those are fossils.
Fossils of what?
Yeah, of dinosaurs.
How long ago?
Wait, I thought the
dinosaurs, nigga.
These are all right. Maybe all right. So I thought the fossil remains would have just been human. So
No. La Brea Tar Pits is all about dinosaurs and big, large animals that are extinct, that don't exist here.
Okay, all right. So maybe this is where
It's not about humans.
No. This would be our disconnect here. I'll look more into it. So I'm not as familiar about La Brea Tar Pit thing.
So
I thought that you were saying that there was humans. All right. So my bad. So what was your correlation in bringing La Brea Tar Pits up?
I'm just saying that the stories and histories that we learned in elementary school and school all throughout school don't match up with these. Everything started in Africa and all this stuff. When you have fossils and bones that were here way before people thought and knew, and you have structures and all this stuff that are possibly older than Egyptian structures. So it's like
I kind of agree with that because I do think like Homo sapiens came from Africa, but Neanderthals definitely came from Europe, and they were both human. Like they're different species technically, but they were able to interbreed, and they were like from different places, but they weren't all. I think Homo sapiens came from Africa. I can give you that, but they even say like Neanderthals would come from like the colder climates, and there's a lot of like people today that got Neanderthal DNA. So I can kind of give a little credence to that.
I'm just bringing it back to when we started with science. When someone presents something as just facts, just
That's a
because that's
scientific though. That's a
just because it's the
scientific
only
thing.
information they know, you can never present it as 100% fact. You got to be like, as far as we know, this is what we found. But
But what about
again,
the percentages though?
it goes to the whole DNA thing. When people's like, "Oh, you're from here," it's like, no, this is my whole. This happened in the pandemic.
But
I
what
was on
about probability though? So there's like if nothing's
and
like 100%, you mean like
people
if
were all
it's
on
either
that
zero, it's either
DNA stuff, and I was like, okay,
but old man,
in DNA to be 100% accurate, you would have had to take a blood sample from every living human being that's been here and mark their location, and then you can correlate that to the people that exist
hey,
now.
but like,
So the
but old
DNA
man,
stuff is all
hey,
entertainment.
but old man, like even if you have a baby with somebody, the DNA is not gonna tell you it's 100%. It's gonna be 99 point. There's always like all science gives room for error, and so
I don't know what you're talking about, Johnny.
I'm saying like if I've had a DNA like if you
Yeah,
ever had a
yeah,
DNA test,
but
like
DNA tests
you'll say
that
it doesn't
it
say
works.
100%. It never says 100%, but you know that's like that's your like. But the
No,
science will never
DNA
tell
test
you
does work for
100%.
a
This,
child. You
but
having a child or someone else having a
but I'm saying, but
child.
I'm talking about science. The science will never say 100% because it leaves room for error. And my thing is with you, like, what about like probability? Like, because there's a science of like, because you're saying something's either 100% right or it's completely wrong. And life's not like that. It's usually like a probability of whether something's right or not. And like you're saying, like even if there's like a 20% chance or 5% chance or
Okay, so
1%
here's the
chance,
question.
no
What's
matter
the
even if there's a chance, it means it's not right
hey
because it's
what's
not
the
100% true.
okay, from what you know, what's the probability that life for humans started in the Americas rather than Africa? What's the probability for that?
I don't know the probability, like life, I mean, like there's so
Humans.
many questions I'd have to ask you to even like give you an answer. Like I don't necessarily like
But how would you
what
go
questions are
about
we
finding
talking?
out that information? Is what I'm trying to
Well,
ask.
first I'd have to get set up parameters of what you're talking about, and then like I could give you a probability. But like just because there's a chance I'm wrong, like you said, like right and wrong isn't necessarily always 100%. Because even in like the most like there's always a chance of error. 'Cause there's always exceptions to every rule. And so, but to say like just because there's a chance something isn't right means it's completely wrong.
We didn't need to get this deep. What I'm trying to say is no one knows.
I'm talking to you scientifically about probability.
You can't talk to me scientifically
I'm
because I'm
talking
not a
like
scientist.
statistics and
It's
probability.
impossible for you to
Like this
talk
is
to
a
me
science.
scientifically because
Like
I'm not a
I'm just
scientist.
Instead, I'm talking to you scientifically.
Yeah. I'm not a scientist. You can't talk to me
okay,
scientifically.
okay. Hey, old man, you ain't ever gambled?
I once and I lost, and I'm like, that's good for me. I'm
Oh, I
done.
get it now. I get
I
it now.
learned my lesson. I'm like, I'd
I
rather
get it
have the
now.
money I lost than try to gain some money I don't have.
Okay, hey, look, I ain't gonna give you the parlay. Never
Yeah, no, all you.
mind.
I'll still be
Never mind.
your
But I'm saying,
ride
but there's
home.
probability and risk management and like literally like science will even tell you that nothing is 100%. Like
All I
even
gotta say, we didn't talk the panel off the show.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
guess
like,
so.
oh, they left. I'm like, dang, there go the show.
I was over here researching, then I say, oh well. But no, we have reached that fateful
my bad.
3 hour mark
I was
where
like,
I dropped a quick call in if anybody else wants to join as I'm outroing the show. But this has been a fun conversation. Again, this isn't a natural, a normal show. A lot of the guys they're on a roll, but we did get to get an early chime in from Old Man, which we always love. We got to even get him on a couple memes. He's not fond of, or I don't even think he know who Summer Walker is. So that was fun.
hey, but Q,
Yeah, what's going on?
the 20th drop. Tell them about it.
Oh, go ahead. All right. So I'll drop it. To everybody that's watching, anybody that will be tuning in afterward, December 20th, we're having our first live show as a To Be Fair show. We are inviting all of our Unpacked family as well to come pull up on us. We'll be live again. This is not just an internet show. We are real people.
Come
It'll be happening Charlotte, North Carolina, December 20th. It'll be the guys. Location will be announced very, very soon. Let's say December 1st. We'll announce the location December 1st. And yeah, we need everybody tapped in. We want all the guys to pull up on us, have some conversation in real life, fellowship with the guys, talk, have some conversation. I'm not saying that Johnny bringing the brownies, but Johnny said he bringing the brownies.
I don't know how to cook, so
Oh, my bad. Yeah. I guess it's the spaghetti then. Can you put the edibles in the now? Let me stop.
hey, but hey, that's two separate talents.
These are jokes, y'all, just in case you didn't know. But nonetheless, this has been a fun episode of the Unpacked show. I was close. Of Unpacked, where again we have had some really, really fire panelists pull up on us. We have had Old Man, we have had Chuck, we have had Quincy, we have had
QB,
we have had QB,
Kamu,
Johnny P,
South Africa's own.
Kamu, South Africa's own. That is true. And I am your host, Q. This has been fun. This has been fire. Shout out to the gods. And like that said, we out. Peace. Clack, 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 clack.